Hello, wrestling fans.
Hi!
It's time for Monday Night Raw.
On Wrestling Gab. Woo!
So we are just waiting for it to start, but it looks like it's going to be Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
Is going to be our beginning?
That's going to be starting it. That's at least what they said in the little break-in. I was watching that Family Matters or whatever that is that comes on before it with Jay Pritchett.
Yeah, Modern Family.
Modern Family. It's close. Something about the family.
Hey, look, it's Luke. Hey, Luke, how you doing?
Hopefully we're not
better?
buffering too bad.
Yeah, hopefully you're feeling better, too.
Yeah. Got the Asian
We've
flu.
got,
Aaron.
it's Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Nice to see you back in the chat with us.
He's trying to figure out his name.
I was trying to look at some stuff. I was going into the settings on my own personal Twitch to see if I could find out how to change the name. But I couldn't find it in settings. But Luke's an expert. You should ask Luke.
Luke knows all.
Aaron, Family Matters is with Steve Urkel.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when are they going to reboot that show?
A little reboot.
Since that's all they seem to do. Oh my gosh. Their reboot of Charlie's Angels went...
Did they do a reboot? Or are you just talking about the movie?
The movie that they
Oh.
did, it went...
There's nothing wrong with seeing those girls in bikinis. What was her name? Cameron Diaz. And
Okay, maybe on those were the original movies, but they redid it again with like some unknown girl, some other unknown girl, and Kristen Stewart. It was bad.
Kristen Stewart, the girl from like the Dog Boy shows?
The girl from Twilight.
Yeah.
Dog Boys. I mean, those dog boys out there. I always wanted to know, like, so they run and they change into werewolves, right? And they rip off their clothes when they run. So they're just out there in the woods just naked when they turn back to a human. It's like, do they, like, have stashes of clothes in places in the woods? Maybe I need to read the book so I can be like, what the hell?
What happened? So it looks like we got Becky Lynch coming down to the ring. Like I was saying when we first went live, Becky and Charlotte are starting out the show. And they were talking about how good their chemistry is together. And I'm like, well. What is
her larger than normal forehead, he says that she's hot. Which is hilarious. Have you ever watched her in her shows? She acts like...
She always has her mouth open. Anyways, we don't need to tease Kristen Stewart. She looks...
I'm totally teasing her because every movie she does, that's what her face looks like.
She's been in other movies? I don't watch her. I don't know. I've just seen her on Twilight, and I've seen Twilight quite a few times. My daughter wanted to watch the whole series once. She wanted to watch the whole series once. I've seen it a couple times.
And done with that. Never again.
So we got Vic Joseph and Jerry Lawler. So Dio Madden either got booted or...
He's really hurt.
No, he can't sit there and announce.
I don't know.
Would he break his jaw?
Maybe.
They probably just got something else. Maybe he's trying to wrestle again or something.
Look at her doing our show like this.
You gotta have your mouth open, though.
I can't do it.
We gotta breathe with your mouth. I do it all the time. Just watch me. I always watch the videos back, and I'm always like... I'm like, shut your mouth, dude.
You know, flies are gonna go in there. What, Aaron? You had rumors about CM Punk?
He's back on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, he's on the backstage stuff. He is do that. He's been cutting it off slowly but surely, Aaron. Just this last couple of days, he trimmed off about another 1.5 inches of it.
I've got it all tucked up in my hat right now.
We're getting back to where he has normal hair almost. I'm so excited. You don't understand.
I'll do a bet with somebody and just bet my hair on it here pretty soon.
Right?
I was thinking about doing it on here and doing like a WrestleMania prediction show or something. And then just do it in April. Just cut it all off.
Right? And Luke says, I'll be in and out. The Chiefs play tonight. Well, who are they playing? Because I don't know.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm liking it. Him cutting off his hair.
It is the Iconics. That's pretty funny.
They were back. They had a lot of stuff on their Instagram page. about their stuff. So
I love me some Iconics. They're so annoying. It makes it for a good show.
So sorry to interrupt.
they play San Diego Chargers in Mexico City. Well, hopefully nobody
Huh.
gets stabbed
Or kidnapped or something.
or shot.
They shoot down there?
Yeah, those poor LDS people that were
How was it in
murdered.
Mexico? That's like 2,000 miles from Mexico City.
That's okay. It's still in Mexico. Still in the same country.
Like servers are like 700 miles away.
it's still in the same city.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
all
I'll
the
take some out of
same.
the oven. They are. Let's see. Luke says CM Punk's return proved what I have been saying about WWE fans. They have been yelling for a CM Punk return. He returns and now everyone is mad.
Oh yeah.
Who's mad?
Yeah, Peyton's hot. I like Billy too. I don't have a problem with Billy Kay.
Is she the one with the dark hair now?
Yeah.
The future is. What the future is.
The future is iconic.
It's supposed to be me and
iconic.
Charlotte tagging tonight, together forever for whatever reason. But I think
She still doesn't like that. She's bitter. I heard the bitterness in her words that her and Charlotte are linked together forever. Here comes the man. I guess she is the man. Becky's the man. The woman. The queen. That's what I'm looking for. So here comes the queen.
I am. I'm coming back. yeah. That's right. See. All right. Your roasted butternut squash and sweet or yams are now probably done.
Okay. In a few minutes, you can go put them in the fridge.
Okay. They have to cool down a lot more.
I
than
know,
that.
I'm teasing.
the forces want us together.
Yeah, they do.
So she said something that was funny. She's like, for some reason, they keep putting us together.
Let's see.
They're forever
Dude
linked.
might go to Rio with Leo. He might go to the P.O. box and try to take her up about make her up about you, man. Hey, it's HDC. Hey, HDC. Nice to see
It's
you.
good to see people over here.
Yeah, it's nice.
If you haven't already, make sure that you hit that little heart if you're on the phone. If I don't know how you do it on the computer, but if you're on the
Right.
phone, hit the little heart and follow.
Right?
Because we need a follower or two. We need 50, but
Yeah. We need lots more
we're at
people.
18 right now.
But, you
pretty
know,
cool.
that's alright.
I heard it's really hard to grow on Twitch. So we're just taking all of our people over.
Yeah.
So
no,
why is Samoa Joe showing up?
He's all pissy.
He's like, there's a bunch of women in the ring. I've got a broken thumb.
I'm going to come out. Boom, boom, boom,
I'm going to wear a suit with my thumb cast off.
But I'm not going to have a mic, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to come out and
Why
be a
on
weirdo.
earth is Samoa Joe?
He's like, I'm going to come out here and, what's that called? Crash the girl party?
He's like, there's too much femininity out here.
Aaron said, why the fuck is Samoa Joe in a suit? Now is he down the gym? What the fuck? He has a broken thumb, so he can't do anything. It's
They're like, go out there and interrupt Charlotte, would you? See,
and
she-
HGC's asked if he told us all about Homecoming. I don't know if he told us about
no,
Homecoming.
he never did.
That's right. He didn't come back and tell us.
So the whole time I'm like, so whatever happened with that? I waited. I
Yeah.
got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff.
So how'd it go?
Yeah. How did it go? And Luke says a lot of people are mad he returned to backstage and not in ring. I'm like, he was said he may not wrestle again. Well, and that's what I was telling people. I'm like, why can't you just be happy that he's just back at all? Like, everybody's freaking out that he didn't come back. And it's like, I think it's great that he came back on WWE.
He got his first kiss, sorry.
And just, oh, you did. Oh, how sweet.
How sweet it is to be loved by you, by you.
Woo, woo, woo.
The shots I want to.
That's
Now he's getting
cute.
serenaded. That's awesome.
That's cute. How awesome.
You'll never forget it.
Right?
That's like one of those memories that it'll just last forever.
Yeah, if it means something.
What do you mean,
I'm
like
sure
if it was like a rape or something?
No, like if it meant something, like if
So
you're
like your
with
first
somebody,
one, you're just
you're
like, screw it.
I don't even remember my first kiss.
Huh.
Well, hell, we don't even have an anniversary date, so you can see how much I care about that stuff.
That's funny. I was probably a little kid. My sister was always trying to marry me off. I was like one of those like princes from the Game of Thrones books. Like, I had to marry a girl named Kissy when I was like 7.
Her name was Kissy.
Yeah.
Whatever, you were like raped as a little kid.
I like.
Oh my god, your sister, because she's like 6, 7 years older than you, so all her older friends.
All the
he's like a
babysitters
7-year-old
that we would
kid.
have would do like strip teases and
Oh
stuff.
my god, it's so bad. That's like horrible. And we're
Smack.
making HTC blush.
It's awesome, man.
Luke says, I think Renee, Punk, Booker T, and Paige will be killer together. The promos they will cut will be legendary. I think that when he does, I mean, and he's not there full time. He's only doing some spots, here and there. I think he'll have great chemistry with them. I don't see why everybody's so mad about it.
I didn't know people were.
I
But
didn't even
everybody's
know
always
people were
mad
mad
about
either.
something, right? Like there's always.
Yeah, I could see that. But at the same time, it's like you guys freaking freaked out when he wasn't there. Then it was like, oh my god, I want him back. And then you get him back in some capacity.
If he
and
came
everybody's
back,
like,
if he came back as a wrestler, fans would still be mad.
right?
And then if he came back and was champion, they would be mad about that. And then if they came back as champion and lost, then they'd be mad about that. Like, so we got Joe doing mic work.
Oh, so is he in for Dio Madden? Does anybody know what's happened to Dio Madden? He has not been on Raw since he was F5'd by Brock Lesnar.
Brock, yeah.
Onto the table that one Monday. Anyways.
Maybe they're just going to 2-man teams.
Aaron says, but on Sunday they're in Chicago, and I think I messaged you guys about this. Yeah, you did on Instagram about this. Punk is going to replace one of the people in the team match. I just don't think that they will.
We'll see. I mean, it'd be exciting if he does. We'll just have to wait and see.
If he makes an appearance, everybody should be happy about that. I just don't think that, like even what Luke said, I don't think he's going to come back to wrestle. I just don't. I mean, I just think it would be silly for him to at this point.
I see him at least doing
but
something.
not this year.
Well, this year is in 2020?
This year is in 2019, and maybe even all of next year.
No, he'll wrestle at Mania if he's going to do it.
Do you think? I don't think
Yeah, absolutely. If he's going to wrestle, he'll wrestle at Mania.
Yeah, HUC says WWE 2K20 sucks because they took out create a title.
I didn't even know they had create a title in the other ones. I know I could recreate a wrestler, but I didn't know I could create a title.
And Luke says that he thinks Renee is really impressive on backstage. I think she is so. Well,
When
she
she has
got
a
put
little
on
bit more
backstage
creative.
because now she doesn't have somebody niggling in her ear and stuff. If she doesn't have that niggling in her ear, I bet she can be pretty creative because we've seen her be that way before she became a commentator.
Yeah, she was great as what she does now. And the
You know?
pre-shows and all
Yeah.
that when she was doing that and the hosting.
When she wasn't like being dictated by what was going on.
Billy's going to tap.
Probably.
You can show that view. That should be my screensaver.
The boob view?
It's like, why is Charlotte upside down?
So you can
She's
see
like,
her boobs.
make sure those go back where they belong.
Luke says, I think he will, but sparingly. And everyone on Twitter is challenging Punk to fight them. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah, the other wrestlers. It's a thing.
That's silly.
You have glitter on your cheek. Were you stripping tonight?
Probably.
Chicka chicka bow wow.
I couldn't help myself in front of those yams out there. They were so excited.
Is that another name for men that I don't know?
No.
Coworkers.
Some yams and squash out there.
Look at the replay picture. They don't show the other view.
What's going on? Is it paused? Why is she wearing British stuff on her tonight?
It's
That
not
was
British. They're Australian.
Oh, Australian flags. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Now, are they going to turn around and come back and help them?
They're being beat up like they're retards.
So NXT is down in the ring beating up Billy Kay and Peyton.
Ew,
Oh, yep, they're coming
it's
down.
ugly out there.
They're coming in.
Just don't understand this.
Squaring up.
I'm so tired of the NXT.
Well, it's got to. They're building. This is the last Raw.
Yeah.
Look, they got Shayna Baszler beating up Becky.
Hey, Aaron, did you figure out anything about how to change your name or anything? So they literally made it so that the Raw girls are dumb and the NXT people are so awesome. I am so tired of NXT girls. I want to puke. I hate them.
Well,
so
you shouldn't
bad.
because they're more wrestling than looks. And I think that's where Triple H wants the company to go. I think he's trying to get rid of the pretty girls and go with that.
Ugly, hideous things.
But he doesn't pick them on looks. He picks them on talent. Well, I don't know if he's even picking them on
talent. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, because I think Becky's just as talented as those girls.
And Thor's in the chat. Hey, Thor.
Hey, Thor.
Nice to see you tonight.
But Triple H is trying to head in a different direction, and that's why NXT's different.
Get it. Understand. So, what? The security guys are saying you guys can't do this, but they can come down and just come through the crowd and beat people up?
Right. I don't think the man's going to put up with it, though.
I find bullshit on all
Yeah, well,
this.
she's not putting up.
You know...
Is he getting kicked in the balls? Is he getting kicked in the balls? Nope. Punch in the
Punched
face.
him in the face.
Now, do you want some?
Tell me what I can and can't do. Don't tell me where to go.
It's the man. The other guy's just
I'm woke, bitches! I'm totally woke!
You are loud.
Yeah. Well,
You and your wokeness.
yeah, all that garbage. That garbage makes me want to puke. Hey, look, they're going to show all the Brock Lesnar stuff when he's beating up Rey Mysterio and his kid. The donkey.
That was old. Dominic the donkey. Yeah.
Well, you can...
That's happening, huh?
You can be listening to that stuff here pretty soon. It's
The
almost
Christmas
time
music.
for Christmas music.
I will be playing Christmas music.
It's almost time for Christmas music. It's almost time.
One more
It's
week.
happening.
We got a week from
Aaron
Thursday.
was telling me on Instagram that they are decorating their house and stuff. Christmas lights and everything.
That's what I've been doing all day.
I asked him if he was Griswolding it.
I felt like I was until I turned it all on, and then I noticed how not Griswoldy it was.
Yeah.
I was like, huh, I've done a lot for nothing.
We need a lot more.
Well, it's because I have to do the house. Once the house is done, we'll see how it looks.
Oh, hey, look. Bob Harper's back with The Biggest Loser.
Yeah,
Who's
Bob
been
Harper.
excited about that?
Who's Bob Harper?
Bob Harper was the original guy on The Biggest Loser.
I know what that
He
show
was
is,
one of
but
the
I've never
trainers,
seen
the
it.
very first trainers on it.
With that woman that does the cycling commercials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know her name.
Aaron says, did you know my mom was on The Biggest Loser? I did not know that about
What?
you or your mom. That's kind
That's
of interesting.
Kind of cool.
Did it ruin her life? I'm just asking
Why
because...
would it look weird?
Okay.
Did she lose some weight? Is her life just over?
Okay, so what happened is that a lot of people who were on there, they lost the weight so quickly, but they didn't learn very much from the nutrition-wise of it, that a lot of them, it's ruined their lives if they've gained it all back really badly, and it's gotten worse. So
Right,
they're
because
saying,
it's
and
mental.
these are updates from people that have been on there. These are like, what happened? You know, here's what happened to so-and-so. What happened to so-and-so?
Is Bob Harper gay?
He might be. I don't know.
It's not for me to say. I have no idea.
But, yeah, so I was just wondering if, you know, if she was able to continue on with that life or if, you know, it just was hard. You know what I mean? Like, after the show. I'm not talking about I'm talking about after she had to go back to real life and you aren't on a ranch or farm somewhere and you can't go anywhere and you have to go home and you have to do it all yourself. You don't have people telling you what you can and can't eat and what exercises you have to do and stuff, you know, keeping up on it. It was just a curiosity.
Right.
I mean, some people can do it and then there's a lot of people who can't, and I was just wondering, you know.
I think it's because they make it too complicated.
Possibly. I don't know. I just know that I've seen some of the
Well, like if you
stories
look at
for
any
people.
diet, it's complicated,
And then Erin saying that she was in the top 9,
which is cool.
which is awesome that she was in the top 9. And what season was she on? And Thor said when Sasha Banks heads into the ring, my mind's telling me no, but my body telling me yeah.
My body, my body.
Such dorks. Dork fishes. El dorkies. Luke said they had a study that shows 71% of the former Biggest Loser contestants gained the 8 plus more back, and some the weight plus more back, and some developed serious health issues. See, that's what I see. Luke knows what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm
Right.
talking about how the fact that it's a great idea, but I think they did the concept incorrectly for people.
Right.
So instead of
They didn't teach them
teaching
why.
people
They just taught them how.
why you need to do this. Did you know that last week Raw was the most social entertainment show on all of TV, beating All Rise on CBS, Dancing with the Stars on ABC, and The Voice on NBC? On what nights were those? Because I bet it wasn't a Monday night. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Look at the punch right to the face.
And Erin says that the cycle lady was Julian Michaels, and she
Yeah,
is
Julian Michaels.
gay,
She does.
not Shawn Michaels. But he
Julian,
doesn't
don't
know
call
what
me
season.
Shawn Michaels.
It's been a long time. But yeah, I kind of feel bad for those people. I mean, granted, I understand losing weight and healthy and being good to yourself, but I don't
Charlie
think they did it right.
Caruso.
I like Toasty Marshmallow. She's so much better on
I think
SmackDown.
she's on SmackDown.
She
Yeah.
is on SmackDown. I just said that. Hey, it's those guys.
Yeah. Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins.
Woo, woo, woo.
You already beat me to it. I don't want to copy him. Woo, woo, woo. Where's Brandon? He loves that dude.
Right?
It was literally his favorite dude.
I know. It's always been. Luke said they gained the weight back after the show because after the show they were left to their own devices, which is normal. They didn't help them get ready for after the show.
The LP
Julia
just
Michaels
showed
won't
up.
be on the show. She was kicked off a few seasons ago due to reasons.
Oh God!
Oh! Ow!
The LP is there.
The AOP's just beating somebody up.
It's Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Woo, woo, woo. That's not very cool.
Yeah, it's good to see him back though.
They're like, let's go find the weakest ones and beat them up.
They're not the weakest. They won the world championships at WrestleMania. It was like just a few short months ago.
He's like, dude, I love you.
Oh, they're cuddling.
He's like, I cuddle with you. You're my favorite. Thor says you're Dolph Ziggler. Who's Dolph Ziggler? That's not very nice. Look, it's The Fiend. The Fiend is in the chat.
It's good to see everybody in here.
The Universal Champ is in the chat while he is at
We got the
gym
OC,
listening
the
to
original,
Burn
the
Obedient
official.
by Korn. The original people with AJ Styles.
The only cult
The only people.
club, not cult, that matters.
The only cult that matters.
The only cult that matters.
So Thor's at the gym listening to some stuff and watching us, I guess.
He's like,
He's in the chat while he's at the gym.
I got music in this ear, Dalitha in this ear.
That's terrifying. Nobody wants that in a freaking gym. Get on the floor, you pussy! Give me 20 fucking push-ups! Do it, do it, do it!
Do it, do it, do it.
Aaron says, fun fact, Korn lives in my hometown, Bakersfield, California. Yeah.
Like the whole band? Or just like the lead singer? What was the lead singer's name? I can't remember. I only really listened to Korn. Was that in high school? When was Korn popular?
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember when they...
Back when we were in high school.
Was it high school? I think it was high school. I just remember I was up on University. I was standing there with Jason, and Todd Dooling pulls up and he's listening to it. And I'm like, what is this? And he's like, get in! So we all got in his car, we're listening to Korn. First time I'd ever heard them. And that had to have been 9th grade or something. About mid-90s.
The only cult that matters. Aaron's saying it's the only clip that matters.
Jonathan Davis. There it is. That's
Yeah.
right.
Luke and the Fiend are letting you know.
All the rumors back in the 90s were that he had AIDS because his dad raped him or something. Like, there was all sorts of weird... I don't know how true any of
Who
this
is
stuff is.
he?
He's the lead singer of Korn.
Oh, I'm like, am I missing something? Yes, I am. I'm lost. It's okay, Luke. It's part of a human body.
The clitoris?
Yeah.
Oh. It's anatomy class.
Yeah, disrespectful. HDC. Who is Jonathan Davis? The lead singer of the band
Korn. It's like Korn. I don't even know if they're still around or what.
Luke says TOS. Damn it. Who attacked... Oh, HGC wants to know who attacked Hawkins, a writer. That would be the
AOP.
The Apostles of Pain. Is that it? Is that
The
their name?
authors.
Oh, the Authors of Pain. Let's start with an A. The Fiend says Motley Crue is back. They are touring with Def Leppard and Poison in 2020. Don't you mean Motley Lou?
Motley Lou. It's all changed. History's all been changed.
Aaron said,
Look it up on Google.
Did somebody ban me? What? Ban you from what? What do you mean ban
What do you
you?
mean, get banned for what, dude? Nobody's
banned
banning
you.
anybody.
Luke didn't do anything. And he's our dude. He's our moderator. He didn't ban you.
And I'm too far away from the thing to do anything.
I don't care. You didn't say anything that wasn't normal. It's just body parts. That'd be like, oh my gosh, I called you a severed arm. Oh my god,
A clitoris.
ban me! Well, if you're gonna act like
I
that.
remember my first sex talk. It was all about the clitoris. Why on earth they decided to talk to me about the clitoris, I have no idea. It's like, well, if you're going to have sex, make sure she has pleasure. I'm like 13. Like,
Thanks.
well, they call it a man in a boat because it looks like a man in a boat if you look at it. I'm like, what?
Who the hell is giving you this talk?
My stepdad.
Oh my god!
Like, so if you look at it, it looks like a man in a boat. And I'm like, I don't ever. I mean, obviously I've seen it before, but I have no imagination, so I can't picture a man in a boat.
Alright, so we have him. Sorry. Over here snorting away because it's funny. I haven't heard that story before. We've been together for over 8 years. I haven't heard that one yet. Oh, man, that's
Anderson
funny.
versus Alberto Carrillo
Yeah,
in the middle of the squared circle. Looks like Alberto.
Travis is rolling his R's a little bit. Yay, Travis!
Roll my R's.
I
I just speak English. Sorry, being loud. Smack.
You don't want me to be loud?
Smack.
You want me to be quiet? Over here all boring. Poor the Fiend, he's in the gym listening to us while listening to Burn the Obedient by Korn. You said that Thor was at the gym. I did? I thought I said it was the Fiend.
No, I think you said Thor.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I meant the Fiend. I read your stuff. It's hard to read the names because he has it on a different page, so I can't see the full names sometimes.
Right.
And they're all in red on it.
I can flip it over there if you want.
Probably would be a lot easier for me to read.
What do you have to hit? That one?
Yeah.
There. It's just when I refreshed this page, it deleted them.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I was behind. And now it's going to be faster. So you're going to read it real time. Where here, there's a little bit of a delay before it pops up. And they have different colors over there.
Automod held a message for reason identity allow will post. Oh, that's what happened.
What was it for?
Oh, it was it was because of a word that he put in it.
Like a URL?
No, it's that one.
Oh, because it swore?
Yeah.
Why can't we
So we
swear?
permitted the term cunt. He said the C word. The word you don't like. The word that you don't like.
The only cunt that matters. That's pretty funny.
Let's see. All right.
You can move that, yeah.
I don't want to.
Move your keyboard.
You can move your keyboard.
No, I meant move the keyboard. Like, off, and then the whole computer can go that way.
No,
Because this whole thing can go
no, please don't.
like that. Is that
No,
better?
but you want to see it, not me.
I can't see it. I can kind of see it. Actually, that's probably a better angle for me. It's perfect. Don't touch it. Because it's all shiny.
We're
'cause
on a
that
commercial
light.
right now, by the way, just so everybody at home knows what's going on.
What's going on is it looks like the whole OC is wrestling Humberto Carrillo. But
It looks like Red Lobster killed everything in the ocean and then put it at their restaurant for people to eat.
anyways, they didn't kill everything in the ocean. They killed just enough to get by, to leave the ecosystem intact.
Yeah.
They probably farm that stuff. Probably not even from the ocean.
Shrimp?
Well, I know there's shrimp in the ocean. Their shrimp is probably from a farm.
Well, that's probably a good thing. They aren't taking them out of the ocean and killing all the ocean life to eat it.
I'm a shrimp boat captain. Bubba Gump Shrimp. Maybe you've heard of it.
Aaron says he had his first sex talk when he was 11. What?
Did it work? I don't even know the point of having it.
So you're educated a little bit about
I
stuff?
still had panic attacks about it.
About the sex talk or?
No, about the actual events. I had sex and then had a panic attack. Then I had sex again. Then had a panic attack. Then I decided I was never having sex again, which made for a horrible relationship.
That wasn't with me, just so everybody
This
at
is in
home
high
knows.
school. I was a junior in high school.
The Fiend says, question of the day, name your WrestleMania dream matches. For example, Jeff Hardy versus Seth Rollins, AJ Lee versus Bayley, Paige versus Asuka, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, AJ Styles versus Triple H, and me versus Undertaker. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Well, that one might actually happen this year.
The Fiend versus The Undertaker?
Right.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh, it looks like the Street Profits came down.
With Humberto Carrillo.
They're helping. So now we got the... So what's going to happen here, prediction, is that one of them's going to get involved and it's going to be like a little melee and then it's going to be a 6-man tag team match.
Oh, yeah.
Either now or later in the night.
That's because of you, Aaron. You made it dirty. Saying bad words and stuff. Jeez, dude. So it's the Chargers that the Chiefs are playing tonight.
Oh.
Probably a little bit. It's weird.
Are the Chargers even good? Are they Las Vegas yet? Or are they still in
They're
San
San Diego.
Diego? It's San Diego.
I didn't think they were the ones moving to
It means
Vegas.
a whale's vagina.
More dirty words in the street.
I can't help it. That's what it means. It was discovered by the Germans in 1909.
Aaron says that the street not making a profit. I don't know. They've been doing pretty good. Oh, LA Chargers. Sorry.
Wait, they moved to LA?
I thought that
Oh wait, that's the Raiders
thought the
that went.
Raiders
okay.
went to Vegas.
Never mind.
I'm like.
So
what
yeah,
the-
that's right. They did go to LA Chargers. How silly is that?
Gay.
How are the gangs going to use those colors? Like the Rams and the Chargers?
Blue and gold, bitches. Blue and gold.
They better change their colors or the gangs won't wear it. Like that's how it all worked. Like seriously, I'm not kidding. When the Raiders were in Los Angeles, that
Right?
was the shiznit. Like I mean, just go back and look at the hip hop revolution in the late 80s when Bo Jackson was there. And just look at, I mean, the gangs just wore black and the silver and black. It was just epic. I just don't know how they're going to do it with the Chargers and the Rams. Unless the Rams change their colors, which I think they did, aren't they? They're not yellow and blue anymore, right?
No, they are. But I know they're still like a gold and blue color. But I know.
Never mind. So I guess the gangs are going to be wearing blue and gold now
Yes.
in LA. I don't see it.
Isn't that what the Latin kings wear anyways?
I have have no idea. I don't know gangs. I just knew hip hop music. Well, it wasn't called hip hop music. It was called gangster rap, and in the late '80s, early '90s.
Maybe the Chargers aren't yellow.
NWA.
Gold and powder blue. See, I knew that. I was like, they're like a gold color and a blue color. So there's two of them. The Rams are yellow and blue, but their blue's darker blue, right? That's what Luke's saying, and that's what I'm like, yeah. And then the Chargers are gold and powder blue. I knew that they were gold, but I was like, I can't remember how dark their blue was.
They're gonna have to come with a red team. They need to change one of them red so they can have one for the Crips or the Bloods too. So it's not just full one-sided.
Thor's all Jets, 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 Jets. And Aaron said that his basketball team is 11-2, the Lakers.
Did you just say 11-2? They won their record's 11-2.
Yeah, 11-2 is their record. 11-2, the Lakers.
So your team's called the Lakers? That's cool.
Well, no,
Or his
that's
professional
Aaron.
team
That's
that he
his
likes.
Professional team Aaron likes is
The Lakers?
he's from California. Yeah.
You
so-
should go get my little baby book. I'll show everybody my picture.
Oh my lord.
I'm just G'd up from the feet up in Laker gear in my youth. I wore the gold and purple all the time. So I had the coat, the shirts, the hats, the shoes. I even had Lakers shoes. Magic Johnson.
Humberto Carrillo
I cried when
beat the
Magic
crap
Johnson
out
got HIV and he had to retire. That press conference. I was at school and we got home and I was over at a friend's house and we walked in and it was
Oh,
Jordan's.
AJ was making sure the
Oh.
ref didn't see what was going on.
You reversed it. 1, 2, 3. Alberto Carrillo wins it.
AJ Styles was trying to get the ref. He was distracting the ref. Okay, and so then is Gallows the big one?
Yeah.
And Anderson was the one that was
Yeah.
in there with Humberto. So AJ was doing that, and then Anderson.
Interfered.
No, Gallows interfered. He's the big
Yep.
guy. Gallows interfered and took Humberto and whacked him on the ropes. And then Anderson rolled him up real quick. And then the ref turned around and was like, oh no, or something. But while he had him kind of rolled up, the ref was still kind of distracted.
See?
And the Street Profits turned him so that he was the one holding and pinning Anderson down.
And 3 count.
And then the ref counted him. So Humberto Carrillo won.
AJ's having a meltdown.
Mad. He's having his 3-year-old tantrum in the ring again. He likes to have those little tantrums. And the Street Profits and Humberto are just dancing around, having a great
Are they
time.
going back to Charlie Caruso already? They're going to be doing a lot backstage tonight, maybe? Maybe it's to
Right?
build up to the pay-per-view this weekend. We're only 6 days away from Survivor Series.
Oh, yeah, 6 days.
So we have like a 6-hour event that day and then a 3-hour event the next night.
That's a lot of too much time.
Exciting.
What alternative did I have, really? I mean, what was I going to do? Not accept Andrade's challenge? What kind of leader would that make me? Look, I have been...
Andrade's wrestling him tonight for a spot on the team.
No, I didn't call him Burrito Thor.
Here tonight with Andrade.
His name is
That's
not.
he loves to call
I
him
know.
that.
His name is not Humberto
Burrito.
Burrito. It's Humberto Carrillo. I don't know why everybody hates him.
Yes,
And
please.
Luke was saying that the Bloods have the Chiefs for their colors.
They're going to go all the way to Kansas City. It's like the Mafia.
I'm a Kansas City fan.
It's like the Mafia on Casino that ran from Kansas City.
Right?
It's a bunch of Kansas City billionaires.
The Fever is Ohio, and Thor is Georgia Bulldogs for life too. And Aaron says he can't wait till next month because it's Christmas and they can try again next month. We already
Yeah.
know what that's about. And then let's see. Thor said the Jets are 3-7, but we got an easy schedule and we have a chance at the playoffs. Easy, huh?
Who's 3-7? The Jets?
Yeah.
They're that bad this year? How are my Dolphins doing? What are they, like 1-15?
Yeah.
I heard they won a game.
Did they?
Mhm.
Well, at least one.
Well, that's what I mean. I know they got one. But
How exciting!
lot of commercials just right there, huh?
Yeah, lots
Actually,
of
we
them.
probably just talked through the matches, and so we didn't realize it.
Right.
Which is fine.
HGC said, like I said, Taker already whooped that ass, Bray. Don't make him do it again.
Oh, God. No way Undertaker beats Bray again.
Right? Aaron says Seth Rollins. Charlie said it wrong. It's Seth motherfucking Rollins. It's Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, the Dolphins have won 2 games?
mouth.
Was one of them against the Jets?
Bray says HGC revenge is a confession. And Thor says Humberto Cappuccino, Humberto Bambino, Humberto Danny DeVito. It works out. And the Dolphins are 2-8.
2-8.
Aaron says his Panthers are 6-4.
That's a pretty good record.
Thor says the Jets are doing great, and now we are on an undefeated streak. And GC says, am I lying? It's funny. Thor says it was Jets and Colts. Ooh. The Jets and Colts.
Championship.
Championship.
49ers have lost, so everybody has a loss now.
Yes. Yes, they were the last undefeated team last Monday or
They
something
lost
like
to the
that.
Seahawks.
They did. Humberto Dorito. I think he meant Dorito, but it says Dorito. So I'm going with Dorito. I like Humberto Dorito way better. But his name is Carrillo. You wackos.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, the Jets and the Colts are the only ones that the Dolphins beat.
Yeah, I knew what he was saying.
Okay. Wow.
Because my Fins. That's why I said championship. We beat the Colts without, what's his name, Aaron Luck, because he retired. And then
He's like, I'm gonna step out on the. I'm done.
the Jets are in rebuild.
They're like, you know what? He's
The
like,
Dolphins are built right now. They're ready. And they're 2-8.
Aaron's just like,
They're
you
like,
know what?
let's
I'm just
win
done.
now.
I'm just done. I'm gonna quit right now. I'm retiring on the field.
Aaron Luck. You know,
What
it
a
was before
freak.
the season started.
But
But it was like,
still.
I mean, after spring, everything, after
Right? Like
summer
after
practices.
everything and stuff, and it's like, you're a jackass. What a jackass.
Preseason's over. You're like, you know what? I don't like my contract. I'm going to retire. I'm sure he had reasons. Maybe he was hurt. I know he hurt his shoulder one year.
Yeah, possibly, I guess.
But I don't know if he was still hurt. He's probably just doing it for fun. Maybe he didn't like management's decisions.
Maybe. And so
Or he's
just
like Barry Sanders and just wanted to get out when he was still good.
Sure, that's it. And
Barry
Aaron
Sanders
says it's
is
because
like,
he
"I'm
ran
done."
out of luck.
Right?
Luke says he retired because he's had 4 concussions in 4 years plus other injuries.
He didn't want to be the next Steve Young, an attorney that works for ESPN.
This is Denny's.
This is what happens if you go to Denny's. This is the treatment you get.
This is the best Denny's commercial ever. It's why I'll never go. There's like violence and
You'll get beat up. You'll get choke slam.
choke slammed and slapped in the face.
Bodybuilders will just beat you to death. But only if you're Russian or
She's-
Bulgarian.
She's mean. It's a super slam. Let's see. Thor said now Goldberg belongs in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
What is she
seriously?
wearing? So she's going to come out of that probably, right?
She's going to come out.
No, I mean like because they always show her body.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, she's way too covered. I mean, this whole thing's been based around sex.
Right.
And now they're going to bring her out in a moo-moo.
I guess. They decided.
So they just
needed
replaced Dio with freaking Joe. He's out there the whole time now.
I know, just
I thought he
for
was
this,
going to be a
maybe?
little.
I don't know.
Just for this, he was just there for the last match. So he's wrestling No Way Jose. So be careful what you ask for, because I've only been saying it since we started doing this, that they need to use their other athletes.
Right?
And then they throw him against Bobby Lashley.
Is he against him?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're not in the same corner.
So now she's going to be his like little mouthpiece thing or something, coming down with the ring with him all the time.
Bobby?
No, Lana. She's got
Bobby
her,
Lashley?
yeah. She's got her stupid mic out there so she can babble at us. Oh, great. More happy.
Rusev's going to get an interfere. Oh my god. Can we just end this?
Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
It's funny how people forget about Lana Day already.
Who would want to talk about her anyways? Whore. She's an adulterer.
Adulteress. Slut. Just kidding.
She's a slut. Booby Lashley. Aaron says, I heard rumors Lana is cheating on Rusev in real life and getting in a divorce. Not joking. Look it up.
He got a restraining order too.
In the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Do you know what this means? This means that Rusev cannot come within 90 miles of myself.
How's that even legal? 90 miles? It's like feet.
Be correct to me. 90 days, 90 feet.
There you go. 90 miles? I'm like...
90 days. She's like, I love it when he corrects me.
90 miles? I'm like, damn.
And
You
our
can't be within
bacon
90,000
story.
miles from me, so anywhere on the planet I can't be.
Right. So Luke says, yeah, there's a lot of rumors that the Lana Lashley Rusev story is actually real, and they are making it Lita Matt Hardy Ledge version too. Oh, jeez.
I don't know. They looked happy at the baseball game, but baseball season's over. And that was probably in September. So, but that doesn't mean anything. They can always look happy on Instagram, right?
Right, I guess.
So, No Way Jose has nothing but talent, and he gets used like hell. I mean, like hell, like...
Like, not like he should be.
Oh, no, he'll be done. This match is going to be over in like 10 seconds.
Oh, sad. Is he losing his hair or something?
Yeah, he ripped it out.
Oh my god.
See? Nothing but talent. He's tall, he's big, he's strong.
Lashley ripped out his hair? It's nasty. That's gross. His hair's all in the ring. Yeah.
It's fine. Oh, that's like getting hit with a truck. All right. So
Right?
Bobby Lashley's just beating him, and he's gonna end it right here. Now he'll put him up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's just I don't understand it. I get it that you have to have guys run through guys, but I guess no matter what, I can't be happy with it. So
Yeah, we're just mad all the time. as
A
Luke
full
says. We're
Nelson.
just never happy about
Luke just
anything.
said that about me.
No, like Luke says, the
Oh,
fans
wrestling
are just
fans.
never happy. Is
Well-
what I'm saying. And Aaron says he's got to go. He says, bye, guys. I got to go. All right,
See you,
Aaron.
boss.
See
It's
ya.
good
Thanks
for you to be in
stopping
here.
in. We appreciate it a lot, and hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday.
A full Nelson. A full freaking Nelson. I haven't seen that forever. Remember the Master Lock? That's what it reminds me of. I wonder if like Vince is like, you know what? You look like him a little bit. Let's do the Master Lock. Because that, like all the big guys in the 80s did the full Nelson, like Hercules, Hernandez, and some of the other
Right.
big guys.
And Thor says, but when you are in a squash match, it's
You
a
could have
privilege
served
just
that.
to perform.
I
And he
know.
says from experience. Oh, yeah, totally. Ew, God, it's disgusting. Ew, there's ick going on the TV right now.
Just kissing.
It's garbage. Nobody wants to see this. This is yucky. Want to make out in front of all the people out there in the world?
You can bring your boyfriend. And I'll be like, I need a restraining order.
Can start doing that. Just let one of the dogs in here. They'll get jealous and they'll have to get a restraining order.
Right. We got
Get
Seth
him out
Rollins
of
and
it, too,
Andrade
Jimmy.
later on. So Seth's the team captain, but Andrade's going to face him later on tonight and maybe take his place. So if he wins, he takes his place at the Survivor Series.
Why?
Because that's the rules.
Oh, okay. That's stupid.
NXT War Games this Saturday.
Barf.
Nothing wrong with NXT. It's actually kind of fun to watch.
Thor says there's ick on TV. Dang it, Becky. Why must you do this to us? Actually, it was Bobby Lashley and Lana slobbering all over each other.
And now
Lord.
it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but in a stick
Cinnamon sticks with chocolate sauce?
at McDonald's. Because they're all about health consciousness.
They are. Damn it,
How much
sticks.
sugar and processed food can you have?
Let's tell him Thor to back off, Becky. Don't pick up, Becky.
I love me some Becky. Well, now that he's in Ireland.
Right? He has
He
to
probably
be.
hears people talk like that all the time.
Luke's gonna mute him. Are you gonna rip out his voice box? That's not very nice. It's not like a dog where you remove their bark or, that's just... I
So,
heard one of those dogs.
oh my gosh, I had a friend that had one. Well,
They're even more annoying than if you just let them bark.
Tinker was so bad, she just barked like so all the time. She was a little schnauzer.
Oh.
So they got it taken out, and it was worse. Then it was the same loudness, but with just air, like. Like, what was the point?
Poor thing. It's sad. So sad.
Gizmo and Tinker.
Uh-huh. Weird. All right.
What, the G'd up from the feet up dancing?
Sure, that's it.
They call it hip hop dancing.
That's not what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name was what, Pitbull? Right?
I don't know who that was, maybe.
I think his name's Pitbull.
Is that who that guy was? I didn't look at him, so I don't know. I wasn't looking at him.
So what's happening next? Right now we got a guy with a battle axe.
I thought it was Seth Rollins and...
We're not talking about his
Andrade.
wife. Battle axe. Not his wife.
The old ball and chain.
A mace.
It's kind of a weird thing to say. It's a weird thing to say.
Ball and chain I get. Battle axe not so much. Like I don't see how it relates.
Right?
I mean, they can be mean. I mean, I get it. If they're mean, I guess maybe they're old battle axe. Decapitate you or something.
I guess. I have no idea. Maybe they're hard on you. I don't know. Mean to you. Very choppy. Lots of chop action.
Old Roman. Working with leukemia.
Yeah. Anywho. But the next matchup is supposed to be the Seth Rollins Andrade match.
You sure it said next?
I'm pretty sure it said up
I
next.
just said later. I thought it said later.
I thought it said up next.
Well, we'll find out right now.
Yeah, we're going to find out totally.
Beast Slayer.
It's up
Seth
next.
freaking Rollins.
Yeah,
It's not next,
all
it's
there.
now.
It's right now. It's freaking happening.
He's gonna burn it down though.
Is he? Is the Beast Slayer? He's gonna burn it down. Loser, loser, loser.
The Guardians of the Galaxy. I was gonna do one with the Game of Thrones one of these days. Maybe we'll do that like during WrestleMania or something.
No question about
You
putting
guys start
wrestlers
reading
in
the
who
books.
The Game of Thrones are.
Yeah. And I'll just make a list of people. People like that have seen the shows won't even know who half the people are probably. Like, they left Breen out.
Yeah, all those people. Yeah, I have to wonder how many of the people that are Game of Thrones TV series watchers that are fans, if they actually have read the books yet.
I don't know.
Curious.
I know Tony hasn't, and Tony was mad that I haven't seen the series.
And I'm like, I'm mad you didn't read the books, loser.
That's what I'm going to tell him.
You should read the books, loser. The books were there first.
Look, NXT doesn't even have a team yet.
NXT's stupid.
They're not stupid.
They're stupid.
We watch it every Wednesday. Nothing stupid about it.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Whatever, it's totally in the words of Randy Orton. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Zelina Vega.
Yeah, she's out there.
Yeah, she is. She's wearing her bra. She forgot to put a shirt all the way down. She just has it up about here. She forgot to roll it down. I didn't even know she had boobs.
Thor.
Are those new?
Her boobs? No, but she has a new tattoo on her finger.
Like a marriage ring?
No, like a rose on her thumb.
Huh.
See, Luke read the books before the show came out. Good deal. I didn't even know they existed. I read fantasy books like that, but I didn't even know that they were around.
Let's just make sure we don't tell me because I'm on the last book right now. So I want no spoilers. I haven't seen the show or anything.
Right? And Thor says, look out for Andrade, a.k.a. Charlotte Herpes. Thor and Tom Brown should get together and
Oh, I'm sure
camp
that
out
would work.
about Andrade.
Well, he's talking about Charlotte having herpes. Tom will have a meltdown.
She does not. I mean, he's saying that Andrade is Charlotte Herpes.
Like he is her herpes.
Look out for Andrade, a.k.a. Charlotte Herpes. Do I need to write down his question?
Maybe if it's long enough. Yeah, because there's names.
Okay.
Problem is, I don't know who anybody is. I mean, I know who Groot is, and I know who what's the main guy's name? The guy that was on Office Space?
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord?
He was on Office Space. He's on Parks and Rec, you weirdo.
All you have to do is write down the people's names, and you should do that during commercial.
Why? Why
'Cause
don't you
it
just
kills
watch what's
time.
going on and tell? But then I'm quiet. Here you can talk about the match, and
Yeah, but
I can write and be quiet.
makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So Andrade wears Christmas pants.
He's wearing his native colors from his country.
Christmas
Thank you
pants?
very much. Mexico's flag is
I
red
get
and
it.
green.
They celebrate Christmas all year round. They even had their flag named after it. And it makes sense because Christmas is a wonderful time.
Of the year.
I am so excited for Christmas music and movies.
Are you?
I think I'm going to watch, what's that show I like? A Christmas Carol. I think I'm going to try to watch it every day till Christmas. What after?
Which ones?
It's all of them. I'll watch all of them. But I need to get the Mickey Mouse one, too. But I really like the Jim Carrey one. probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
So I'll watch that one at least 15 times. It's short. It's only like 2 hours, hour and a half.
Right.
Bought the book. So I'm going to try to read it. And I'm sure it'll be all depressing because everything Charles Dickens reads is depressing and drawn out. So Andrade is got Seth in a headlock. Obviously, there's no way Andrade's going to win this unless something like some sort of interference, right? Like Seth doesn't lose.
Right.
Although he did lose to The Fiend, but it was after like 8 curb stomps and then some pyrotechnics, some equipment blew up. So they're just going to keep locking up. Now it's just another grind him out. Seth's got him in a choke, or not a choke. I don't know why I want to call it a chokehold. It's not even close to a choke.
I don't know what your problem is. Why do you call it that? Why do you keep calling it stuff it's not?
It's just a good old fashioned headlock, like if you got in a fight on the playground, right? Isn't that how you fought in the playground?
I never fought in the playground. I wasn't a violent child. Well, I kind of was to my brother, but he deserved it.
Did you hit him with anything?
I did.
Stick or brooms or
No, toys in the head.
whack? Your Tonka truck? You like your Tonka truck?
Why'd you take it away from me? Whack! My mom decided that after I made him bleed, that had to be the end of it. I couldn't hit him anymore. He was older than me, by the way. I liked his toys way better than my own. Anyways, so Luke said he read the books first, then Thor saying Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, or Chris Pratt's character, which I know that one. And then he's asking if you want him to explain the character for you so you get a better gist. At the commercial, yes, because then he'll know.
I know Star-Lord. I kind of get him. He's kind of like a goofy
And
hero.
right, King Dwayne wants to know what he's missed.
Raw. Oh. You missed Charlotte and Becky.
Like stuff.
They played.
They played in the ring. They're like, oh my god!
They played the
my Barbie
Iconics.
dolls. Look at my Barbie doll. She's so much prettier than your Barbie doll.
So it was the Iconics versus Charlotte and Becky. And then Charlotte and Becky won. And then NXT showed up. And it got pretty wild after that. And then Becky knocked out some security guard with a big old right hand.
Because the NXT bitches came down and ruined everything.
That was after the match, though.
And then what else did we have after that? It was AJ Styles.
Oh, yeah, the OC. It was Anderson versus Humberto Carrillo.
Yes. And the Street Profits were down with him. And AJ
And then Carrillo
and
pinned
Gallows.
Anderson. Mm-hmm. And then AJ kicked the bottom rope for a few minutes.
Yep, and then we had Bobby Lashley and Lana come down.
Yeah, and they just did a little talk about a divorce. And now we're watching Andrade and...
Bobby Lashley won. It was against No Way Jose.
Oh, yeah, there was an actual match
Yeah,
there.
he did actually do stuff.
I forgot No Way Jose was there. He got some hair ripped out, and then he got put in the freaking master lock. I've seen that for a while, right? A full Nelson. And now we're watching your favorite, Andrade, and everybody else's favorite. What's his name? I want to call him AJ Styles, and that's not his name. Seth freaking Rollins. That's
yeah,
his
that
name.
guy. Seth freaking Rollins is here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Seth pushed her.
He's just beating women now? She just got kicked out for him beating her. Wow. Just do a move and put a twist on it and people will love it.
So she started screaming because of it.
Yeah, she just got ejected.
Right?
And Seth beat her.
Ooh.
He had his head between her legs and she got kicked out.
He pushed her.
I know.
That was rude. That's a rude person.
I can't believe they did that. Maybe they
He's
are
like,
going to go to the
I
intergender
can't-
stuff.
I can't beat up the girl at home, so I have to beat up other women instead.
Right?
Because the one at home's the man and she wears pants.
That's so disgusting.
Finger dipping.
So
pretzels.
disgusting.
Like, here, you want some dip? You gotta try this.
And everybody's double dipping.
HTC wants to know what the main event is. I don't know. Anybody else know? Because I don't know.
I thought it would be this. So
And I
What
said,
will it
Did we
be?
say hi to King Dwayne or Tom? Hey, Tom.
it's good to see you in here.
Nice to see you in the chat.
Is he talking again?
I don't know. He said, so what's up, y'all? Anyone here? What?
No, we're all here by ourselves.
What?
Well, when you first get in here,
What?
it's just blank.
I know.
He said what a bunch of times?
No, he just said what once.
Oh. What?
But I'm saying what?
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 Piss.
Piss.
Isn't that song?
Yes. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. I love that stupid song. Macklemore.
All right, so what guys are on the Star-Lord thing?
People. Anyway, so Luke was telling you that if you have cable or what we have, look for the channel Ion, which we have.
We
that
have
channel.
Ion.
So starting December, every Sunday, they show 12 hours of Christmas movies. Did they say what kind of Christmas movies? Or are they like old Christmas movies, like all Christmas movies, like no matter what Christmas
I have to watch
movies?
Christmas Vacation, I have to watch Elf, and I have to watch Christmas Carol. And is there any other ones that I have to watch? Oh yeah, The Grinch Stole Christmas, the old cartoon.
Oh yeah, your Rudolph.
Oh, and Rudolph, the
things.
reindeer.
The reindeer.
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 Rudolph, the reindeer.
I was listening to some country music earlier today. Reindeer.
All right, we're not getting this Star-Lord thing answered.
All right, Thor. So you have the people. Now, you want me to go through and tell you which ones, and so you can say whether they know or not know?
I need one name at a time.
Star-Lord. That's the main guy.
Yeah, and are they active? Did he say active?
But using WWE superstars. He
Right.
didn't say active.
Probably have to go
old,
John
dead.
Cena.
All right, so John
Kinda
Cena.
goofy.
Okay.
Okay.
So Gamora,
Now we're back.
that's his girlfriend.
So we'll do that next.
You can think on that while we're watching Andrade.
Isn't
And-
she like tough?
Yeah, she's tough.
Sodom's sister. Right? Gamora.
Gamora. Sure, that's it. Luke says they show some new originals and a couple older ones. Huh.
Hey, there's one with Paige and what's his name? The Miz. They're in a Christmas
Yeah, we should watch that. That's probably funny because it's the Miz and Paige.
movie. Paige stars in all sorts of movies.
2.
Her porno.
Oh, 3 if you count her porns. Which was 1?
I think she's done more than one. I think she has some other videos out there too. I think when it got released, I think it released like a few different like self-pleasuring ones. I don't know. I've never actually seen them. I've just seen still shot, like the pictures of them.
Well, if you can't wait till we're back on YouTube, that's going to suck for you because it's going to take us until January to
January
get there.
29th, but, you know, starting in February, we'll definitely be back in there. And I am super excited for the march to WrestleMania.
Yeah, March. There's an airplane
Oh, it's an
outside.
airplane. I was like, is that a freaking diesel truck just parked outside revving its engine up?
No, it's an airplane flying over our house.
It's a no-fly zone.
Luke says it was one video that was released on separate parts.
Oh, okay.
That's why it seemed like multiple videos. Because it was one video, but released on separate parts. They're like, here's the juice.
Who said that they can't wait for us to be back on YouTube?
Tom.
Oh, yeah, well, of course he can. Because he has a hard time on here. It buffers for him a lot, too.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's weird.
But it looks like Luke's not having any trouble tonight.
If he is, he's not paying attention to it and he's watching his Chiefs game. How's that going?
How's the Chiefs doing?
Are they winning? They losing?
The Chiefs are going to
beating
win.
the Chargers' butt.
Although that AFC East, it can be, or West, it can have, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
All the teams over there are good. Well, they used to be. I don't know if the Broncos are good anymore, but.
Yeah. Oh.
Did John Elway ruin that team? Josh McDaniels with his first overall pick. He's like, I got an idea. Let's take Tim Tebow. No. He would have been there in like the 8th round, and they're like, let's take him at the 1st.
All right. Weirdos. He was good. He wasn't terrible.
Nobody said he was terrible. You don't take him with the first overall pick when you can't throw a football and he's your quarterback. It's kind of important. Like, I could see taking him and turning him into a different player or something. Meg, lock it up.
Knock it off. Dog fight out in the hallway.
Well, because she's a witches. Now he's going to jump in here and knock everything over. Meg,
stop.
Knock it off.
Do I need to put your helmet on you?
And here he is.
Hi, little dude. Did you get picked on because you're a butthead? What'd you do?
He probably just wanted to come and see us since you growled at him.
What'd you do? I have the gate across there.
I know. That's why he jumped in.
The Chiefs just took the lead, and Luke says it's like a 45-minute video, but they edited it so it was split into sections since she had self-pleasure moments, one-on-one moment, and a threesome.
Yes, she did.
Gross.
Co-starring Xavier Woods. And the other guy, I can't remember his name. He was like a referee or something, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I can't remember exactly what.
I know nothing
I remember him,
about
but
it.
I don't remember him at the same time.
Yeah. And Tom's letting us know that Andrade will be ended soon. Is that a threat to his life or something, dude? Better be careful about threatening people's lives.
Tom wants him dead. He wants his family dead. He wants his house burnt to the ground. He wants to go to his house and piss on his ashes.
I'm gonna send him dead horse heads.
Uh-oh.
Thor said, hey, Tim Tebow just needed a 5th quarter to make his comeback. Ooh, he barely missed him. He was like right there.
Didn't he
Centimeters.
Didn't he beat Pittsburgh in his like one and only playoff game? I can't remember if it was Pittsburgh. It was one of those teams. Did you see the football game the other night? I want to say it was the Browns and Pittsburgh, and the defensive lineman took the quarterback's helmet off and then hit him in the head with it.
What?
He like ripped his helmet off and then freaking swung it down and hit him right on top of his head.
What was that?
A ghost, maybe?
No. Did this happen Sunday or something?
No, I think it was
Oh,
Thursday night.
I don't watch
Anyways,
any
then
of
the
it.
Pittsburgh Steeler guy freaking like knocked him down and then started kicking. Like, well, he didn't start kicking him. He kicked him once in the head.
Oh, the Lucha Brothers from
The Lucha
SmackDown?
Bros? So, Fox on their back. That's funny.
They're called Fox.
What does the Fox say?
Well, they have to, because otherwise you wouldn't know who they were.
Because they're nobodies, you mean?
No, because those Lucha guys, sometimes their masks, you can't always tell who they are with their masks.
Right.
Like, they usually wear
Andrade's
the same
not
mask.
happy, it looks like, though.
that?
Oh, they're coming after Andrade now.
Oh.
So this is SmackDown's
Well, he's
invasion.
The one, well, he's the
Is
one that
3
doesn't.
little guys.
Like, let's take these Lucha guys and have them attack Andrade.
Andrade and Seth. Like, Andrade and
Seth's
Seth
gonna
is going to
save
lose to the Lucha
Well,
Bros.
so what does that mean? That Seth's still
They're-
the guy that does the thing? Because, I mean,
It looks like
their
it.
thing's over.
Unless
they
maybe
ring
they're
the
going
bell.
to move Andrade on the team.
Okay, so his little fox sign is coming off his back. Pretty sure.
Like it was iron on.
I don't know. I think it was pinned on with safety pins. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Are they tough or like? I don't even understand the tough. Like, why
I don't know. I have no answers for you.
It's 3
In that
micro
department.
dudes come down and beat up 2 of the top guys on Raw, get beat up, go up the aisle, and then act tough.
I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened.
I want to, but I wanted to hear what he was saying.
Oh, yeah, well, we can't. Because they played music. If you come on our turf, you better bring your A game.
I think he said something to Andrade. Are they going to wrestle again?
Well, him and Andrade were like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh."
Right, but then he said something, and that's what I was trying to catch.
I don't know.
So the AOP are there. That's
Yeah.
exciting. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's Luke's telling Thor that would be called overtime. And Luke said, yeah, that guy is indefinitely suspended. Miles Garrett.
Yeah, I think both of those guys should be. The Pittsburgh guy should get suspended too. I mean, you can't kick a guy in the head when he's laying on the ground.
Is that why he got up and took his helmet off and beat him with it?
No, he didn't take it. The quarterback got sacked. The guy grabbed his face mask, and then because there was a fight, and so he's holding his face mask, and there's a big dude between him, and then his helmet comes off.
The quarterback's helmet?
Yes.
So somebody knocked on Alistair's door, and he's just like, he comes out and he's like, who the hell was it? It was Heath Slater, I think.
Oh, that's pretty funny. So then, actually, they kind of remind me of each other. That'd be a pretty neat little match.
Yeah. So anyway, so the guy had the face mask of the quarterback,
Yes.
and then there was a big guy between him, and when
Between
he got pulled back, he
and
pulled
then
off
so
the
he ripped his
quarterback's
helmet off and then just brought it down like the hammer.
on the big guy.
On
that was
the
between
quarterback's bare head. That is now unprotected by a helmet.
I see.
He gets hit in the head with his helmet, and it's like he gets hit with the bottom of the helmet, so it hurt a lot more. So it's like, surprised it didn't cut him. And then the linebacker just number 53. He must have been an offensive lineman or something, but just raged. He like punched him a few times and then kicked him in the head when he was on the ground. Both of those guys need to be just kicked out. I'd be done with both of them.
So the Pittsburgh guy was defending his quarterback,
Right.
And he
but
kicked
kicked
the
a guy
other guy.
in the head while he was on the ground.
Right, okay.
Like I get punching him. Punch him all you want. That's,
Push him, punch him.
That's
yeah.
man shit, but don't kick him when he's on the ground.
Don't get him on the ground and then
And
him on
don't
the
hit
ground
anybody in
and-
the head with a damn helmet.
grapple him with a wrestling move or something, and then
But
throw
hopefully
him
both
around.
of those guys are suspended for the rest of the year. Because
Luke
I mean,
says that the Pittsburgh guy was suspended for the season, but the Browns guy is indefinitely suspended and has to meet with the commissioner and could be suspended for all of next season also.
okay, yes, that's good. Just get rid of both of those guys because that's just filth on both sides.
Yeah, that's just garbage.
You don't
that's
want-
the kind of crap you don't want to see.
You don't want filth in the game.
It's like, that's why they should just make it touch football. And then they have to hug it out at the end.
What was that sarcastic ball? Sarcastaball. Look it up. It's hilarious.
It's a South Park thing. That's funny.
Look at his underdeveloped lungs because he's a smoker.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it weird? Like if I was, out snowboarding or whatever and I saw some lungs coming down,
I'd be terrified.
I think it'd be fun to dress up like lungs for Halloween or something one year.
So, undeveloped lungs make it so you can't snowboard, and if you do try, you will wreck and be impaled on a moose.
Right, on the rack.
That makes no sense whatsoever. They need to really come up with some better
Non-smoking commercials.
commercials.
Well, they're
about it.
gearing their non-smoking commercials to kids because they don't want kids to smoke, yet they have vaping commercials. Which I don't understand. How can you have a vaping commercial but not a cigarette commercial?
I think they should just bring it all back.
Bring back... Right? I want to see smoking commercials. I don't smoke. I never smoked.
Me neither.
I grew up with candy cigarettes.
Those things were awesome.
You just put it in your mouth and
I
blow.
like the gum ones. Those were the gum ones. They
Yeah.
had paper on the outside.
And you blow
And you
and
blew it. The little puffs of the
powder.
powdered sugar would come out.
And they had the long stick ones that were candy, huh? And they had the little red
yeah, they
tip.
were. Yeah. I
Do
don't know
they
if
still
had
have
red-
those?
No, no. I
The
don't
government's
think
like, no.
You can't have candy that looks like cigarettes. But by God, we'll feed your kids corn syrup until they die.
Right?
God damn it.
High fructose corn
Eat
syrup's
your
like 10
fucking
times
high
worse.
fructose corn syrup.
It's like 10 times worse for you. But it's fine.
Right. Luke says everyone bitching about smokers, but yet smokers don't cause drunk driving accidents and deaths. They cause deaths. Secondhand smoke causes deaths all the time.
Oh my
I'm kidding.
God.
Come on, that's so funny because
It's
that's
different
what
if
they
you're like
do.
hotboxing your kid and then they die of like at 8 of lung cancer or something.
I know, I'm kidding. I don't know. I grew up with a dad that smoked and I never smoked. I mean, of course, I was like, what are cigarettes like? And I was like, these are gross.
I grew up
No, I
on
will
the
have
back
a
of my
cigar every
dash
once
in
a
my
while.
car. Literally just laying on the back dash of the car filled with smoke burrowing out the windows.
Right?
As I'm driving down the road. My mom and David were both smoking.
Right.
I'm laying on the back dash all the way to Las Vegas.
Right.
Like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Cars are driving by. I'm probably just like sitting there. I don't even know what I'm doing. Probably picking my nose or
Kira
something.
Tozawa is next. He's
Is
out
now.
there. He's right now. He's coming out.
That's interesting.
Thor says, back in my
He
day,
just threw that-
cigars were banned. What? Are you talking about Cuban cigars? Luke says, I'm a smoker, and most smokers respect people and try not to smoke in places that are safe, but drinkers get stupid drunk in public all the time. Or not all in public. And it's Buddy Murphy. Oh no, maybe it was Buddy Murphy that was the one banging on his door.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was Buddy Murphy, sorry. It was Buddy Murphy
So
banging
is
on
Alistair going to
Black's
show up in the middle of
door.
this match?
He was beating the crap out of his door and then ran around the corner. Alistair Black came out like, who is it? Who's on my door? No.
All right. Let that bell ring. So we got a size mismatch. We've got a speed mismatch. We've got a power mismatch.
I don't know what this is supposed to be. This is just
It's
his
going to
way
be an
of
Alistair
taking
Black going to come down and beat him up.
Oh, good. Because this is weird.
These guys were both in 205 together.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how Buddy Murphy's 205. He's got to weigh at least 215.
Maybe he was
Lighter then?
lighter then? I don't know.
Maybe he's watered up.
He's water up.
Well, his legs are tiny, huh? I didn't think about that. His upper body's ginormous.
He
But-
skips leg day a lot.
But he doesn't do leg day. He's like, I don't do that.
Yeah, Thor wants to know if there's any women matches. Yeah, there was a women match earlier. It was Charlotte Flair and Becky
Versus the Iconics.
versus the Iconics.
And then the 4 horsewomen of the...
Three. There
Well,
wasn't
3 of the
them.
4 horsewomen from NXT
The
showed up.
ugly group came around.
Which obviously we can see this coming together now.
And then beat the crap out of him for no reason.
But it's coming together.
And then,
We're just
embarrassed him and
we're getting a
they
little bit
couldn't
of a
do anything
tease.
about it. And
Becky can't beat Shayna.
Yeah, the Raw people are loser pants too, and NXT is just so much better than everybody else.
Oh, he caught him.
I would hope so. He's tiny. Ow. Eee. That didn't look fun at all.
Just a little souflex.
Yeah, it's soufflexing.
A souffle.
Souffle.
That's what Gordon Soley used to call it that back in the 80s.
A souffle.
The souffle. Oh, I'm not kidding. If you watch the old Starcades, Gordon Soley.
So how much is that John Cena book? The 64th Man or whatever it's
That's
called.
not very much. Like 18 or something. I don't know. It's not very long. It's kind of a shorter book, but. Oh, my back is.
Luke says, what's funny is Raw women can't beat NXT, but SmackDown women could.
We'll see what ends up happening
It's
at
just so
Survivor
silly.
Series.
Like, the thing I don't understand is, great, that's awesome that they come on their turf and beat them up. So why the hell haven't the SmackDown or Raw gone over there and beat the crap out of them too? I think it should go both ways. I don't give a shit if they want to promote their ugly ass women over here on NXT to make it so much better than everybody. Great, awesome. But you know what? It should go both ways. They should be able to go on their turf and beat the crap out of them too.
Right.
Sorry,
So-
but if you're going to play fair in sports,
Let's do it like this.
how about we not? I fucking hate the women division.
Right, but you have to look at it like this. Do those women want to do that extra plane flight to Full Sail University in Miami?
I don't give a shit. So you're telling me that the NXT ones do? So they're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just go everywhere.
They're in Boston. We just saw it's live. Right?
Okay.
So if they do it Wednesday, it has to be at Full Sail University. So they're probably going to go down there to Full Sail University in Florida because they're building up for their pay-per-view on Saturday.
Right. Luke she barely did anything. In fact, we didn't even see what the hell happened with Bayley and Baszler because they went outside the ring and then we had some shit happen in the ring. So we have no idea what the hell happened.
What, on Friday?
Yeah.
When Bayley just disappeared?
Yeah. When they both fucking just disappeared. They both just went out the ring and just disappeared. They're gone. Nobody knows what happened. It was just, it's over. Baszler came in and beat Bayley came in and got her. Oh, but she got her
Ooh.
retaliation, and then all of a
That's
sudden
it.
there was
1,
nothing.
2. Oh, Buddy Murphy kicked out.
So, yeah.
That was like Shinkasa. Anyway.
Once. So you're saying that because Bayley got to go over and beat Shayna up on NXT one time, that they can do it 4 or 5 times, and that makes up for it?
But
Fuck
it's
off.
because they're traveling.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Well, you have to look at that.
I don't care.
Okay, well then don't think about it.
Then they shouldn't do it at all.
They're just not going to be
They
flying
shouldn't
back.
do it as much as they're doing then.
Like Charlotte's not going to show up on NXT for an extra plane flight. They're just going to be like, I'll just see him at what's it called? Survivor Series.
Instead they're like, no, it's okay. We'll just take the NXT people and fly them everywhere and embarrass everybody else.
Right, because
Because that's cool.
right.
But we're not going to let them fly anywhere to go and embarrass them on their home turf
Because
because
they don't-
we don't want to do that.
Because it's beneath them. They're already there. These girls are trying to get where those other girls are.
Wow.
So they're going to fly. They're going to do the extra trips.
If that's the kind of garbage that they put on there, then yeah. I have absolutely no respect for any
You
of it.
have to go
None.
the extra mile when you're down there. You don't have to go the extra mile when you're already up.
So you're telling me that they
I'll
go
never
the
see
extra
John Cena
mile,
on NXT.
So
yes.
they go the extra mile to do what they're going to do, and then they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to help you, make them look like fools the whole time.
We're gonna put
because
you
we're
over.
going to push you to the next extra mile.
Yeah, we're going to put you a little bit further along.
Yeah,
So when you
that's
come up,
garbage.
it's not just, you're just
Still
nothing.
garbage. No, it's garbage. So they're like, here's a silver platter, and here's a silver platter, and here's everything for you on this silver platter. Here you go. I'm just
Right.
going to hand it to you little fuckers because you can't fucking do it yourselves, but we're just going to give it to you because we're just going to make sure that, that you look like winners while you can make everybody else look like
Every
losers
single
every
person-
single time.
Every single person that comes up from NXT wins.
Every single time. It's
Exactly.
pathetic.
Anybody that comes up from NXT has a winning streak.
That's the problem.
It's not a problem.
That
it's
is
how
the
they
problem.
push them.
And that's stupid.
And then they settle them in, and then they fit in their groove, and that's where they
They
are.
shouldn't come up and be winners. Exactly. Great. You want to work your way up into it? That's freaking great. Awesome. But yes, granted, yeah, Thor, participation awards. Participation trophies for everybody. Oh my god, you guys are poor little NXT people and you don't get anything. Here, we'll give you everything. Ugh, barf. anyways, match.
Alistair
Buddy Murphy beat him.
Alistair Black hasn't lost yet. Ricochet came up. He lost to Cesaro when they went solo once, and then I don't think he's lost, but maybe a couple times to AJ Styles, which is one of the best there is. Asuka came up. She was undefeated for a minute. She lost to Charlotte, but they've all settled into spots.
So the thing is, did they do this with him? What they're doing now?
No, this is the first time that they're going to be involved in the Survivor Series.
So because it's their first time being involved, they get to embarrass everybody. And they don't get to be embarrassed at all. Like, they don't. No. One time we might embarrass you, but that's it. But the rest of the time, you guys are the most awesomest things ever on Earth.
Right.
And we'll just make sure that you win everything.
They're trying to build up to WrestleMania with the women's one. The men's match, there's no way Adam Cole's going to win.
I don't give a shit.
There's no way that those NXT guys are going to win. They brought those guys up for the loss. Now Vince doesn't want Raw to ever lose for some reason, and so SmackDown can't lose. So hey, let's throw in NXT, and then NXT can take the big losses. That's kind of what they're there for.
But
the women's one, they're not going to, because they're building it to WrestleMania. You're probably going to see Ronda Rousey come back or something at Survivor Series. Not to be in the match, but just to do something or be in the crowd or something that's going to spark the 4-on-4. Maybe they'll do a little face-off at the end. Something's going to happen there, and then it's going to culminate at WrestleMania. Which means that the Women's Royal Rumble winner isn't going to matter unless they go after... Well, no, I guess unless they have a different champion over on SmackDown. Or if Becky loses her belt first. But I don't see that happening. Unless they put Becky in 2 matches at Mania, which I could see also. Anyways, that's what I see. I don't know how true this is. Just me talking. But they've got ideas. And that's what they're trying to do with them.
Their ideas are stupid. I've watched it.
You've watched their ideas.
I've been
and
watching
plus,
it.
You never know what's going to happen. One of them could get injured and that whole thing won't work anyways, and then it's done. And then they go a different route. Or Vince does a rewrite 13 minutes before the show starts, and then everybody's like, what?
Well, it's fine. You and Luke are on the same page that it makes a whole bunch of sense. And Luke, you can't not be part of the stuff. I'm sorry. You have to be involved. Because, discussions like this make the show. Because if you think I'm mad at him, I'm not.
No, this is normal.
This is a normal delete that rant.
This is my everyday life. Welcome.
Welcome to the cray cray that is. But anyways, Buddy Murphy won that last match with what's his face? Nakiro, whatever.
Tazara.
Anyways, but what's his face didn't come down and do anything. Alistair
Yeah, I
won.
thought Alistair would show up. And maybe it's happening right now during a commercial.
I don't know what's going on. It's a commercial. Completely lost.
So it was Buddy Murphy that knocked on the door then, huh?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Those 3 kind of look a little bit alike. He's Slater.
Yeah, he's
Buddy Murphy.
He's a lot more muscly.
Yeah.
He's more
But
built.
it isn't really. I just kind of saw him out of the corner of my eye. I wasn't really paying much attention to him.
But Slater's taller. I don't know if he's taller than Alistair Black, but he's definitely taller than
Right.
Buddy Murphy. He's a Golden Glove boxer.
Sweet.
Oh, is that her girlfriend? The blonde? Did you see her?
I guess that's. I don't. Sure. I have no idea. I know nothing. Nothing.
So, that Modern Family, seeing Luke, have you seen the newer ones?
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell's that guy? And it's Luke, and I'm like, what the He's got his hair all combed over.
Here it's happening. It's in the backstage. Dun, dun, dun.
Is he gonna knock on the
knock
door?
on his door again?
Oh.
He was like, "What?"
They're
I'm
both
sitting there
from
meditating.
other countries. He's Australian. So
Okay.
he just nodded at him a few times.
Sure, dude. All right. Well,
Hey, at least we know where Alistair's door is now.
right.
His closet.
His little closet he hangs out in.
So now we got Eric Rowan bringing his creature down. Wonder if it's Liv Morgan in the cage.
She's not that small.
She's pretty tiny. And if she can fold in half.
Maybe Luke knows. Maybe you should ask him.
Oh my gosh. Look, it's Alex Malcolm. Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm. It's Malcolm. Eric Rowan has
What the hell?
his monster.
Oh, I get it. It looks like a toolbox. I don't think there's anything in there.
Why not?
It's definitely not Liv Morgan.
It's definitely not Liv Morgan. Are you sure? Maybe Luke knows. Luke, have you heard any rumors about Liv Morgan being Eric Rowan's weird little thing or whatever?
24/7, 7-Eleven.
The 24/7
European.
belt. That Singh Brothers kept it for a while.
Why is he running all the way around him?
I don't know. He does it every
Oh!
time. He's
R-Truth's like, whoa. I'll leave you guys alone. You need some privacy.
He's like, you have messed up my shit every time. He's like, I'm so mad.
Here, he can get him now, though. Oh, no, he's running.
He's leaving.
Old Alex Malcolm. Alex Malcolm's going up top.
R-Truth, like, literally ran away.
Oh, is
God!
Alex Malcolm going to win the title? Oh, I thought he might pin him. So we're going to see Alex Malcolm with the championship.
Eric Rowan, he threw that poor guy on top
I think
of
he
those
weighs
others,
more than all
the
three of
Singh
those
brothers.
guys together.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Holy crap.
That's a crossbody.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
He's raging.
He's like, "Rah! I'm so angry."
This is Dalitha when you talk about Colin Kaepernick. That's me. And done. That's raging.
He's like, I'm just gonna step on him. He didn't even get down on the ground to hold him down.
No,
he just put his feet
he
on
didn't even
him.
bend over. Now go win the 24/7 7-Eleven European.
48 something.
Yeah, 48/7 7-Eleven.
365 or whatever he calls it. What's funny is R-Truth just ran away. He didn't even stay to get the belt. He just ran
It's so funny
away.
because he could get the belt, sort of the title, so easy.
I know, right?
The guy's already laid
He
down. All
could've
you have to
gotten
do.
it, and he just
We don't care about
literally
it.
was like, I'm done.
He hit that guy right across the face with his elbow. The Singh brother, the champion one.
Did he? I thought he got him like right here.
It looks like he hit him right in the face.
Oh.
He lost grip.
Luke says that the rumors are that the cage has something to do with Liv. Ooh, Travis has good guesses. Because of the blue paint on the tarp over the cage and live tweeting out prisoner. It might be the Abby puppet. He's got the Abby puppet in there. He's like, I stole her from Prey.
Ooh, it's Randy. Is he gonna get another title shot?
She's really short.
He's just really tall too. It's both. She has to deal with Skip Bayless, I think. Or no, it's Skip Leave. No, Skip's still there, right?
I don't know.
I can't remember if Skip left. I think Skip Bayless left.
I hear the Viking Raiders are looking for a fight.
Ooh, the Viking Raiders are looking for a fight.
Oh shit.
Be in that ring later tonight, ready for a fight
Wow.
with a partner of my choosing.
With a partner of
Ooh.
his choosing.
Benefit.
That will benefit him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
who's it gonna
Randy Orton
be?
and Ricochet later on versus the.
No, He didn't say Ricochet.
It's gonna be Ricochet.
He said of his choosing.
It's gonna be Ricochet. I'm calling it right now. So, Randy Orton, Ricochet versus the Viking Raiders.
I
And
think
then,
they already done that.
no,
Oh.
Viking Raiders don't wrestle anybody that's worth anything. One time they've had a match against somebody that was good and they won the titles.
Oh.
Every time else, it's the fill-in matches.
Oh. Is that it?
Yeah, it's it.
Thor wants R-Truth to please win the 24/7 belt back.
Yeah, it
The
makes
Singh
it
brothers are getting
classier.
annoying.
They're annoying because they don't do anything with them.
Right.
I mean, even if they were being annoying, would be better than
Right.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like, give them a microphone
put
and
him
let it
out
be
there.
annoying.
Yeah, just put him
Our
out
Truth,
there
at least
and
they
stuff.
interview him and he says funny shit.
I don't think he'll pick Humberto because he already wrestled tonight.
Humberto.
Yeah, the Randy Orton will pick Humberto because remember they did that match
Three-way.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the three-way they did together.
It was a 6-man tag team match. It's going to be Ricochet. They always put those guys together, and then Randy or Ricochet is going to do something stupid. One of them will leave the other one or whatever, and then, or vice versa. Never mind.
Vice versa. Never mind.
Well, I saw something on a commercial.
Are you the food? Did it surprise you?
No.
Oh.
But it was that commercial. Ugh. Anyways,
Test tracks.
yeah.
Interesting.
So
What?
they're gonna team up,
Oh, are they?
and Ricochet and Randy are either gonna beat them. I wonder if it'll be for the titles. That's what they just did with Braun and Seth. Literally the same thing. Because Vince cares this much about the tag team divisions in WWE. Oh wait, never mind. That was way too much. Like, he cares less than a thinner sheet of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like one ply.
Yeah, toilet paper and thinness.
Onion paper. He doesn't care about the wrestler and the tag team
doesn't.
division.
No. not
That's
really.
why every time there's a tag team in there and Braun Strowman's out there, the tag team will never win. Because Braun Strowman will beat him by himself.
Right.
It doesn't matter if he's getting beat. He could literally beat. Well, he's won a tag team battle royal by himself.
Right. He has his own partner.
Yes. So he beat every single tag team in one match. That's what I'm talking about. You have to have zero faith in your tag team division if you have one guy beat your whole tag team division in one match.
Right.
How exciting are Christmas commercials?
Yeah, from McDonald's. She was all excited. She was all singing, and then he muted it and said it's too early. And then they went and got McDonald's donut sticks and chocolate sauce, and it made it so it wasn't.
I don't
And
think it's
'cause
ever.
that made it the most wonderful time of the year
I don't think it's ever too early
for donuts and chocolate sauce.
for Christmas music.
It is too early for Christmas
No, I
music.
think you could have it anytime as long as you just don't overplay it. Like, you could listen to Jingle Bells in January or July or May. It's a good song. Let's hear the sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ding, 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 ding.
It's like I don't even know the words. He even answered the first question. Can I ask another question?
Well, she doesn't read me the questions or the commercials.
Why don't you remind me? What's wrong with you?
I need to know who the girl is, so I'm going to say Nia Jax.
Ah, for Gamora?
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty and his girlfriend. So you want John Cena's girlfriend to be Nia Jax? You're terrible.
I guess it could be Sasha Banks.
You're like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it the biggest, hideous person possible.
Maybe I'll do Nia for Groot. Hey, My question is, can I do Batista for Batista?
Yes. Because he's a WWE superstar. We've got Harry in the chat. Hey, Harry, nice to
Hey,
see
Harry.
you. Says, yo, sorry I'm late. How are you both doing tonight? Fantastic. I wonder if the Fiend is at the gym. I hope he didn't hurt himself. We haven't heard from him for a while.
Well, he's probably driving home. Can't be listening to us on his drive home.
You can listen on your drive home. You
He's
couldn't watch it, but you could listen.
I don't. You know, the only thing I don't like about YouTube is that you can't watch it with the screen black. Like you can't listen to it, and they should make that an option
Yeah.
so it doesn't drain your battery.
Isn't that part of like the YouTube, like if you buy it or something,
Oh.
you can pay to have it or some shit now?
I didn't know that. I know they have a new YouTube Music that you can pay for,
Yeah.
which I'm like, can't you just listen to music on YouTube anyways? The Scottish psychopath. Hey, this should be a main event match. What the fuck?
Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens.
This is like a WrestleMania main event. And they got it in the middle of a Raw. Just to end the second hour, they're like, hey, let's just throw these two scrubs out there. McIntyre and Kevin Owens.
Nobody knows who they
Are
are.
you kidding me? Little squash match.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I don't even know who's going to win this. It should be McIntyre, but Kevin Owens can't just lose. Maybe this one will get interfered with. Because they're probably both on the Team Raw. Hey, there's that boat.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a movie. It's so good, like you just close your eyes and you're in the movie.
Oh. Like those ones that you,
Yeah, like
That
Treasure
have-
Island.
or the Dracula or whatever that we were listening to on
Probably.
Audibles.
Was that one of them like that? Like Carmella?
Yeah. The Dracula.
Oh, Dracula's that way?
Yeah. It was different voices, wasn't it, for everybody?
Maybe. I didn't think it was.
Oh.
The
Maybe it
Carmella
wasn't.
was.
Carmella was, for sure.
There was another one, though, too. That was really good. Holy crap! This is a main event match right here.
Treasure Island.
That's the first one I saw.
Oh, okay.
They should do that with a bunch of those. It makes them so exciting. To get rid of the words like he said, she said.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets rid of those words. And then they just... But it's the same words.
Right. Harry has two questions. One question. When is Survivor Series?
That is this Sunday, and it should be starting at 5... What's right there? 7 p.m. Eastern, so it'll be 2 hours before that.
Yeah.
So 5 p.m. Eastern will be the pre-show, because it's a 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah. And then the second question is, do you know who is on Team SmackDown?
For
women?
the men or the
Or
women?
men?
And no, either way.
Really?
I mean, I can look it up.
I know that the women are...
Bailey,
Lacey Evans is on it.
Lacey Evans, Sasha Banks, Nikki Cross, and
Wow.
then somebody else.
I can't remember who the fifth one is. But I don't know who the men are. I don't know the answer to that one. I know some of the women. That's all, though. That's it.
Like I said, I
Harry
can.
said if it's online, I can look it up real quick. You should be able to. I think they just
CBS
finished the
Sports
women's.
has the best place for that. Go to CBS Sports WWE and just type in the Survivor Series, and they'll have it all
Thor
decked
says
out
the
in
men
order.
are Corbin, Roman, Braun, Gable, and Ali.
All right. Okay, so I did know that. I forgot about that. The Ali
Women
and
are
Gable.
Sasha, Lacey, Carmella, Dana, and Nikki Cross is on there for sure. I know because she was on the picture.
Yeah, they introduced
They just
her.
added her.
Yeah,
So she's the fifth on the women's.
it's good to see Nikki Cross. She's the one that beat Team Smack or NXT.
Mm-hmm.
She pinned that. What's her name? Ripley or whatever her name is.
Right. Are your Chiefs winning, Luke? He's measuring.
Here it
him.
is.
For a suit?
For a what?
He's-
He was going to hit him with the stunner, like,
No, he said he's measuring him, and I said, for a suit.
they have laser measures for that now.
Is that how they do it? Luke says it's 10.9 KC. Really?
What the hell?
That's a weird...
Shouldn't it be like 34, 35 to nothing? Are the Chiefs struggling this year? What's the Chiefs' record? You know, those AFC West games, though, they always seem to be decent games.
Yeah,
It's just a really tough division.
I can see that, yeah.
The Seahawks used to be in it.
Yes. And I agree with Luke. Nikki has been earning her spot. She just didn't get a participation for that.
Nope, she did good.
Literally has been earning her spot on that team for a while.
Yeah. Do you want to read me the Gamora?
Let's see. Luke says they're 6'4".
Oh, wow. So they're struggling this year.
Oh, that's not good.
Maybe this is their year then. Because the last couple of years, they've been like one of the best teams in all of football, and they've blown it in the playoffs halfway because they have the worst coach in NFL history.
And he said, but Mahomes was injured and just came back.
Oh, I didn't know he got hurt. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Their head coach is like perfect quarterback / offensive coach, except for he doesn't like the running game. And so they can never win when it matters. He couldn't win with the Eagles. And now he's in Kansas City, and he's got this great quarterback. But they're not rushing for 150 yards a game or whatever like they should be.
Right.
And so it's hard to win in January when you can't run the ball.
Right.
So that puts too much pressure on their young
Right.
quarterback. Hey, maybe this is their year. Maybe him being hurt, maybe it did something to their running game.
Luke says the Chiefs for the last 4 weeks have had 13 starters out injured. Ouch. Owie. That's not good. 13. Shit. Seems like a bunch.
They need a different head coach. I tell Tony it all the time. So my cousin Tony, his favorite team's Kansas City Chiefs.
He is.
And it's I feel bad for any team that has Andy Reid as a head coach because
a
he's
terrible
so
coach.
good in the regular season that you're like, this is our year. It's like, no, it's not, because you can't win in January with that offense.
No.
Because his idea of running the ball is throwing the ball short,
Yeah, that's
like
true.
little dump off passes, screen plays, and throwing the ball.
Yeah,
But in
not
January, it's
utilizing
not
his
as easy
talent
to
very
throw the
well.
ball.
Right.
When it's, below zero. I guess if you played indoor all the time, it probably wouldn't be so bad. But I'm pretty sure Arrowhead's outside.
Luke would know.
Oh, it's outside.
He's probably gone there many times.
It's outside.
Luke's like, we won a playoff game last year. Woo!
I'm not saying that they're not
It's
gonna
like,
wish
Chuck,
that-
what up? Bitches.
The problem is that you have to go most of the time, at least in the last 20 years, you have to go into Foxborough, and if you're in the AFC. Mm-hmm. Foxborough is where the Patriots play, and you have to play one of the greatest coaches in the history of football, and that's where the game changes. Is now you have to out-coach somebody that probably can't be out-coached, and then they got a quarterback that's decent that doesn't turn the ball over, and they play defense, and now you got to beat them on their field, and that's where the difficulty lies. But Bill Belichick can win in Denver or anywhere else too.
Right.
So it really doesn't matter.
Right?
And that's why they win. They got a quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. They got a good defense, and they got the best coach arguably in the history of the game.
Right.
And they prove it every year. I mean, how many Super Bowls have they been in? Like 9?
It's true.
And nobody likes them, and I get it, but
Yeah. Harry says that he figured Team SmackDown out, and then Thor said this NFL season has been a nightmare. Harry says, I just realized for men's SmackDown versus Raw is weird because Corbin is on his team with Roman, Shorty, and Ali, who he fought, and Roman is fighting Seth. Right? It's kind of weird, but that's how it goes, right?
yeah, because it's team versus team.
Right, yeah. So Thor says Lee had Andrew Luck retire. Steelers Ben is out for a year. Drew Brees was injured. Sam Darnold had mono for a few weeks. Ew. Eli gets benched. Nick Foles was out, and even more. NFL, I don't know how we got Lee.
Yeah, it's definitely the end of an era for all those quarterbacks. That class of quarterbacks, or right around there with those quarterbacks, was pretty cool. Like that draft
Yeah.
when you got Phillip Rivers, and they traded Drew Brees because they got Phillip Rivers in San Diego. So that changed where Drew Brees ended up.
Right.
And then he was hurt. Maybe they didn't trade him. Maybe he just got hurt. And then no team would really sign him. And then New Orleans kind of took a flyer on him. But anyways, I can't remember. Anyways, but he left because they got Phillip Rivers. Then Eli in New York, and he won a couple Super Bowls. Then Ben Roethlisberger, he's won a couple Super Bowls in Pittsburgh. Like, that was just a really good
Kevin Owens
class of
fell off the
quarterbacks.
top rope and barreled into Drew McIntyre's face with his butt.
Yeah, his little barrel roll. It's like Luke, like, talking about drunks. KO's like a drunk, like, I'm going to hit you with my butt.
KO's all drunk out there beating up Drew McIntyre. Luke said, we should have beat the Patriots last year in the AFC Championship game. We were literally going to win, but one of our guys lined up offside and cost us the game.
Watched it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Made me sick.
Right? So weird.
It almost like the New Orleans game, too, that I watched. That one made me sick. I think that was the same day or like the day before, or maybe the week before or whatever. And I'm like, oh, my God, what is happening? Look at them both just drunk. I'm going to get you drunk. Oh, the F5.
It's a precarious position.
What, do you want a count out? Just throw his ass in the ring and give him the Claymore. NXT gonna show up.
I hope so. It makes me angry, so.
Gets her blood going.
Luke says, plus the refs are so pro-Patriots.
I don't agree with
Thor
that.
says, I can't stand the Patriots. I have Tom Brady meets the Fiend and gets taken care of. Thor's angry. He is all in caps.
It doesn't matter if Tom Brady's there or not. It literally means nothing to them. One of their backup quarterback, I guarantee, won't turn the ball over, and that's what Tom Brady's best at, right? Just don't turn the ball over. Don't make mental mistakes. Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. When he was injured that season, they went like 11-5.
Oh.
They were still one of the best teams in football. Maybe it was even 12-4.
Huh.
And then
That's
that
crazy.
quarterback the next year or the year after, whatever, signs a huge contract with another team, and he's garbage. It's because that system is just he puts everybody in a position to win.
Right.
That's all Belichick does. He's like, let me draft this guy because he can do exactly what I need this guy to do. I don't want anybody that does more than they're supposed to do.
Thor, you're funny. He says Tom Brady literally carries the team. No, actually, Bill Belichick literally carries the team. Tom Brady doesn't do anything. Tom Brady is a little puppet out there.
Tom Brady's a
and
cog.
Bill knows how to work him.
Yeah, Tom Brady's a cog in the wheel, and the wheel just keeps turning.
Yeah.
The quarterbacks just get they get all of it. They get all the fame.
Yeah, that's true.
If they throw a touchdown, they threw a touchdown. If the other guy caught it, it doesn't matter.
True that.
It's Tom Brady threw a touchdown. Joe Montana threw a touchdown.
That was a 2 count. He almost got him. Kevin Owens almost had Drew McIntyre there. It was
Yeah, he
crazy. But he got out of it on a 2 count. He was like, nope, it's not happening tonight.
I can't believe this match is on. It's almost bugging me that this match is on in the middle of the freaking show.
They're like, we need something exciting.
They're like,
to
you know what? People turn it off in that third hour, so let's just make this our main event. And then if they turn the show off, then we're not out. Like, I don't even understand why this
We'll be
is
in the third
happening.
hour.
I'm not kidding. If this was a title match at WrestleMania, this could be a main event. Right?
Right.
McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble. Kevin Owens is the champion. Main event at WrestleMania.
Oh my gosh. That was like
That was
guy
his
waiting to happen.
his pop-up power bomb. That was literally one of his moves. Now that he's moved to the stunner, I guess it's not as devastating.
I guess not. but that was a very precarious position for your face to be in.
You don't want your head between his legs.
From under cheese.
Schmegma.
You're like, I hope that he didn't have beans today. Please don't have the meat sweats.
He's cuddling with his butt. Oops.
Oh my god, what did go?
He kicked out. How did he kick out? You don't want to know. Peak eye. Here it is. Is he going to hit him with the Claymore?
That's funny.
This is where the interference is going to happen if it's going to happen.
There's going to be interference by who?
Nope,
Nobody's
Kevin
gonna
Owens hit him.
interfere.
I thought he was going to hit him with the Claymore.
He was.
Oh, there it is.
gonna
Nope.
try.
There's the Claymore. Is he going to just pin Kevin Owens?
Is he gonna get him?
He
He's
did.
right by the ropes.
He got him. No!
Kevin Owens put his foot on the ropes.
Holy shiz.
So close.
Are these two on Team Raw?
No.
Kevin Owens isn't?
Maybe. I don't know. Who's on?
I know McIntyre
Harry's
is.
still in the chat. Hey, Harry is still in the chat. Look who's on Team Raw for Survivor Series. Let us know. Look it up.
I can look
Give
it
us
up.
an update. Seth Rollins and who?
Well, I know he's on it. I just didn't know
Drew?
if Kevin Owens was. Yeah.
Drew Mack, the tire.
The McIntyre. The tire.
Drew Mack, the tire.
I honestly don't know who's going to win this match.
Oh, I don't know.
It's probably going to be one of those quick little roll-up things that they
I
do
don't
here and
know,
there.
but-
Nope, there's the stunner.
Gave him a stunner. That's not a quick roll up. Is he going to get up in time to get him, though? He's like, I can't get away from him. He's on my foot. He's going to have to chew his foot off to get
Well,
away.
by the time he gets there, he's not going to be able to. Well, you never know because they might be pushing Owens.
Okay.
No, he just moved closer to the
He's like, all
ropes.
right, I'm here. I got
See,
it.
he's doing the same
Eh.
thing.
He's like, I'm going to do the same thing. He's
Yeah, he
like,
did
he
the same.
barely got there. He barely got his toes to touch the rope. It's because he has long legs.
He like scooted over a couple times.
Yeah, he's like,
He's edging over.
I'm scooching my bum.
All right, now what are they going to do? Now both of them have used their finisher. So now, is there going to be interference?
Why? Why does there have to be interference? Why can't it just
They
be a
can't just
regular
have
good
one guy
match?
win.
Why can't it just be a good match, Travis?
It is a great match.
Yeah, well, stop complaining about it then. Who's it
Bulldog
gonna be?
DDT, 1, 2.
Ooh, he kicked out of it. But we know that this is what makes Kevin Owens such a great wrestler.
Is that he's hard to beat?
Well, is that he has that stick-to-itiveness.
Intestinal fortitude.
Yeah, that one. Luke gave us throw-up faces. That was funny about the butt thing.
Oh, right.
And he says, Team Roz are Rollins, Orton, Ricochet, McIntyre, and
Yep.
Owens, according to what I just saw.
It's it's happening.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that then. That's cool. This is
There's
probably
another
one
stunner.
Of the better matches I've seen for a while.
There it is.
Kinda
He's not
nice.
kicking out of that one.
Or getting to the ropes.
But he's not getting to him.
He's like, I'm very tired. I'm out of shape. Oh, here's your whatchamacallit happening.
NXT. It's Triple H.
Oh, good. I guess it's more people from the whatchamacallit have to be part of it, right? So they don't have Shane McMahon in here anymore. They've got to have Triple H come and bother him.
He's like, you gotta be shitting me.
There's another guy who runs this crap. I just beat the one before.
I was like, did the power go out? Like, it's all black.
They're like, it's commercial time, bitches! Oh, that was really nice.
It's Ho Ho Holiday.
It's Ho Holiday. Did
Question
you see
time.
that ugly sweater?
All right, so
Let
next,
me in, Firefly Funhouse ugly
Uh,
ugly sweater. Okay,
next
so
actress.
your Superstar Guardians of the Galaxy.
Third person.
Dracula?
Is that the
Okay, Thor, which one's that guy?
the big muscle man, Batista?
I don't know. I don't know my Guardians of the Galaxy people.
Oh my gosh.
I only know some of them. I know Star-Lord and Gamora, and I know Groot, and I know Rocket, and I know
Who's
Nebula.
Rocket? Who's-
Rocket's the raccoon.
Okay, Raccoon. Who's Bradley Cooper? Miz. You can put that one down.
Miz. Okay, Groot.
Okay, that's Van Diesel. So
Drax. It's Batista. Oh, it must have corrected it to Dracula. That's hilarious.
that's fine.
Okay, so Drax.
Somebody that's just droll but big. Braun
You said
Strowman.
Batista was going to be Batista.
I know, but you can't do that.
He said you could.
Oh, then I guess go ahead.
Batista can play himself.
He does a good job of it.
Groot.
Braun Strowman.
Uh-huh. What's he going to say? He's not going to say, I am Groot. What's he? Hands. Hands. Hands.
Get these heads.
Hands. It's like a horror movie all of a sudden.
All right, next one.
Nebula, that's the sister of Gamora, the one that was
Bailey?
created by what's-his-face. And then Mantis, Yondu, and Kraglin. I don't know who those are.
No idea.
So you'll have to tell us who Mantis, Yondu, and Kraglin are, because I don't know them.
Quagmire.
That is Family Guy. And he's funny. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
He's the sex one, right?
Yeah, he's a weirdo, yeah.
He's got the weird chin.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. With a big head and a weird pointy nose. That one. Yeah. That guy.
So there's that, because we don't know those three.
Luke says, I wonder if Triple H joins Team NXT.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could, but they're probably not going to go that way with it.
Well, I don't
We'll
know.
find
Does
out
the
on Wednesday.
Does the Undisputed Era only have 4 guys, or do they have 5 guys?
They have 4. But they're not doing that anyways. They're in other matches.
Oh, okay.
The
Who are their 5 people then?
they're north. We don't know till Wednesday. That's undecided. They have 5 black spaces, so we don't know.
Okay. Luke says Mantis was the female who had the antennae who liked Drax. Is she just in the second one? Did you watch the second one?
Mm-mm.
Or the third one?
There's a third one?
Isn't there?
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
pretty sure there's 3.
What did I do with my water bottle?
I don't know what you did with it. You probably drank it and then threw it away.
No, that's. My neck hurts, so I can't turn.
Did you find it?
Nope. I know I brought it in and had it sitting here.
Mister's not with it. He's not.
Oh, it's under
cuddling.
the drawer.
Oh, whoa, that's a good place for it. So she was some female that had antennae, I guess. I don't know.
Antennae.
Yeah.
We'll call.
And then Yondu is a
Is she hot?
Ravager and Star-Lord's dad and outlaw, if you
Oh,
will.
okay. So it's Kurt Russell.
And then Kraglin is the new Yondu.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
What's the new Yondo?
Those guys were heavily used in the second, but the third hasn't come out yet. Okay.
Okay, so Antenna Girl will do Ember Moon, and his dad will do.
So he's trying to get Kevin Owens to come over to NXT now.
Who's a Kurt Russell type?
Dolph Ziggler.
Trying to look for somebody a little older. Who's older? Is there any old people left?
Hulk Hogan. Triple H.
Yeah, do Hulk Hogan. I thought of that twice. I should have just went with it.
Okay, Kraglin.
I don't know who that is.
He's the new Yondo. That's what they say.
Donald Trump.
He's the new Yondo.
New York is New Yondo. I don't know who Yondo is.
Yondo is the blue guy, and Kraglin is the Ravager buddy.
No idea.
The guy with the red arrow.
Still no idea.
The one that whistles and the arrow moves
Oh, the
around.
bad guy. Or like the friend. The guy that got him as a kid, basically.
Yeah.
His fake dad. Okay, kind of a nerdy type. How about Sami Zayn?
Okay.
Kind of a goofy type. All right. So next commercial, we'll read you the answer.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly why he's throwing John Cena out there. Why is he doing that? That's what he said.
He's trying to have him legitimize the company.
I'm sorry. Did your big butt make it through there okay? We like big butts and we cannot lie.
Dun, 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 dun.
Big old butts.
People that didn't understand until they had you that they didn't actually want you.
When?
Talking about Vince.
I get it.
Because you were too talented, because you were too smart, and because you didn't fit the mold. Over and over again, they didn't want you. Kurt Angle fired you. Shane McMahon fired you. They looked you in the eye and they told you over and over again, you don't belong here.
So the rumors have been for a long time that he's going back to NXT.
Oh. Well, that would be weird. Why would he work this hard to be where he's to do what he did and then go back there?
Because it's on television now and they're trying to legitimize it.
Okay.
And that's why they put Finn Balor there. If they put Kevin Owens there, it'll start pushing their talent down.
That is every bit as good as he thinks he is and says he is. And I see a guy that doesn't fit the damn mold, and I love it.
Sure you do.
And you look at those guys, right? So you're questioning it. Why are they here? It's not an ultimatum, Kev. You know how I work, and that isn't what this is. They are just here to ensure that you and I can have this conversation. Nothing more. They're not here to attack you. They're not here.
I know the one guy, that's that Damian Priest, right?
But isn't it ironic
The second one over.
Yeah, I think so.
And the other one's that Djokovic.
Maybe.
for you?
The one
There.
on that very
The
far
very
end.
end.
Came all the way here so we could have a conversation. But yet everybody in the back, your teammates are in that back right now, and they think what you do that maybe these guys are here to attack you. And are any of them coming out here to help you?
Well, they will if he gets attacked.
Yeah.
Damn about you, Kevin.
He's trying to say they don't give a damn about him. That's not very nice. And the other two are those Forgotten Sons tag team. The ones on this end and their chaps and
Right.
weird vests.
Maybe all three of them.
I don't think all three of them.
Well, they all three are dressed kind of
Oh,
the same.
maybe. Ooh, Casey's winning now, 17-9.
There you go.
Ooh.
See, they're all dressed the same.
Oh yeah, maybe they are Forgotten Sons. You can't see him when they're back behind him, so.
We're gonna prove to the world that the brand is now.
The brand is now, and Ricochet, and all the little Raw dudes. Who else is out there?
That's Cedric Alexander. That's Ricochet.
Yeah, I saw Ricochet for sure.
Oh, God.
So now they're beating up Kevin
So
Owens behind.
it looks like Triple H was
The
not
Undisputed
not
Era?
happy with that.
So he just said that they weren't out there to beat him up.
Well, yeah, but
and
now, so
everything.
Triple H is mad at him. Well, right now, we'll
but
see.
the Undisputed Era came out and started beating him, and they're all talking to him, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna beat your ass."
Here comes the rest of the Raw roster.
The OC's like, "We're gonna come down and do it too." So they ran away from them.
I guess.
Oh my god.
So,
So gay.
Undisputed Era ran from the 3 OC guys?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
They're
kind of
like,
cowardly.
AJ Styles is so scary.
How exciting.
I'll take your word for it. I'm just going to keep quiet anymore. Let's see. So, Travis's
Read that
picks
while I'm
for,
gone. I'll be right back.
part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but you said WWE superstars. Who is your people? So, Star-Lord, he picked as John Cena. Gamora,
Take your time.
he picked for Sasha Banks. Drax, he picked Batista. And Groot, he picked Braun Strowman. Rocket, he picked The Miz. Nebula, he picked Bailey. Let's see. Mantis, he decided Ember Moon, which is kind of a funny combination. Ember Moon and Batista. And then Yondo, he picked Hulk Hogan. And then Kraglin, he picked Sami Zayn. There you go. There's his picks for the Guardian of the Galaxy people. And everybody is so excited about it. Yay! Exciting! Oh, how fun and interesting. Ow. So is everybody excited about Christmas? Luke's excited about something. What's Luke excited about? It's like some little cat with a crown. Woo, party! Yeah. I have nothing to talk about. What was something that happened? Now you're a cool cat? With your sunglasses? Do you wear your sunglasses at night? I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see clearly. I was reading something today that was quite interesting. You're excited about Christmas? Did you guys get up all your decorations? Are you Griswolding it for the rest of the people in Ireland? Because you said you guys had a whole bunch of Christmas decorations that was left with the house. And then you said that your fiance went out and got a whole bunch more Christmas decorations. So did you get them all, like, starting to get up and situated? In Ireland, it's all about who can give the most gifts. Wow. Well, that could make you go broke real quick. Pretty good at giving gifts. It's usually my thing. But this year, we're not going to be able to do a lot of that. We're kind of broke this year. We're Griswolded out. We light up the whole area. Nice. Sweet. That's pretty cool. Did you try them?
Oh my god.
Are they way better? Okay, good. You hit your knee 3 times?
Yeah, you know where the lids are?
Uh-huh.
Popped it, grabbed a lid, and shut it, and went.
And it whacked you?
And the lids popped up.
Oh, crap.
So it sprung. And I needed a full impact as the girl was coming back.
Ouch. I've almost done that. I haven't done it yet. I almost have.
Well, I was looking at the food
Oh, were you?
because I was trying to get it picked up.
Yeah. Luke said they've got all their lights up. They have so much that look like the Griswolds. And they also put music to their display. What kind of music do you put to your display? Christmas music, rock music, like different kind of music? Oh, cool. He has a wrestling themed emoji. It's a cat with a crown and a belt. Nice.
So it looks like the main event's going to be that Randy Orton match, right?
Possibly. Humberto was talking to her about something, but I didn't catch what it was.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name,
We've got some breaking news coming up.
and I am the advocate
This is it.
reigning, defending, undisputed WWE heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar. I was asked
Nice.
sit here today.
I love how they played it up like he was going to be on SmackDown. And then it just made so much more sense for him to be on Raw.
Right.
Because that's what this show.
He imposed his will, victimized people. Yes, we understand what happened, Paul.
On the series premiere of Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, Brock Lesnar took by force the WWE title from Kofi Kingston. Rey Mysterio brought back the ghost of Brock Lesnar's past, former UFC heavyweight champion, the man that the scar in Brock Lesnar's face, Dominic Mysterio's godfather, King Velasquez.
Oh, his godfather.
This really pissed off Brock Lesnar.
It pissed him off.
I am demanding that I
Do you want to buy it?
No.
You don't like fruit vegetables? Did you poison it?
Yes. Always.
Velasquez, only to be mugged by a steel pipe wielding Rey Mysterio.
Still pipe Rey Mysterio.
Pretty sure that was a PVC pipe.
It was a steel pipe. It was mugged by it.
That steel pipe attack by Rey Mysterio. Our public position, Brock is just fine and will be at 100% this Sunday at Survivor Series. But there are some
Do you think he's a Yankees fan?
that Brock Lesnar was
His tie has NY on it. I'm pretty sure that's the Yankees NY,
Mysterio.
isn't it?
So let's make
It looks like a V.
Really?
Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio, Survivor Series, no holds,
No, it's an NY.
no disqualification.
No hold. No.
Wins.
Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar. Rey Mysterio by himself.
Won by prediction.
So Cain Velasquez interferes.
You better not, because
Dominic interferes, maybe.
If that's the case, he'll still win.
Pull off a miracle and beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Avenge his family's honor. You will see Brock Lesnar massacre Mysterio. Deliver a beating so heinous I can't convey it to you in words in advance.
Yeah, nobody can convey it to us in words.
This footage from WWE history because it will be that graphic in nature and it won't just be
It's gonna be graphic in nature.
match, it will be a public torture session.
Sweet. So this is the breaking news?
That's
Okay. That's the spoiler. Oh, man.
They're filling time. They still got about 40 minutes.
I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me.
So Brock loses the belt at Survivor Series? A no disqualification match?
React to that news. Rey Mysterio.
Oh, he's gonna react to the news, huh?
Great, Rey.
Before I answer the call, Amen. Humberto, un segundo, please. Well, I just have to tell you that I'm so happy for your success. You have no idea how proud you make us Latinos feel. Keep doing what you're doing, because I know you got what it takes to win the United States title from AJ Styles. Gane ese campeonato. Hazlo por la raza.
What is that noise?
He said words.
Brock Lesnar.
Not that noise. That noise.
Not only when he put his hands on me and my son, but when he turned
It's like a
his
horn
match into
beeping.
a no holds barred, no disqualification match. Because I accept. I already showed Brock what I can do with a little help from my friend.
That's terrifying.
So they take a metal pipe and wrap white tape around it. Before it was PVC pipe. So they're like, we have to make it look real.
Let me ask you something, Brock.
I don't think it's a metal pipe even then. If it is, it's an aluminum one.
Advantage.
See?
It's a fence post.
Remember, you came after me. You attacked my son. What would you do? That's right. The same thing I'm gonna do.
What would you do? Wasn't it what would Jesus do?
Yeah, it's what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do?
He'd forgive him.
That's right. He would go put himself on the cross for him. But you don't want to forgive people. You're like out for vengeance and blood. You're a violent person.
He's Old Testament.
It's all for the apocalypse and shit.
Maybe that's why he sacrificed Dominic.
The donkey.
You know.
He sacrificed his own kid.
I get it, right? 2009.
Called, they want their match back. This is like 10 years ago garbage. Oh, goody. So you can be embarrassed again? You know, his arm healed pretty quickly after being in a sling for so long.
Oscar.
Oscar. This is that match that I was telling you about.
Her and
Natalia. Yeah, it's a Natalia Oscar match. I was going to say, you're going to have to turn it down more. I was just going to say you have to turn it down more. So I asked Luke what kind of music for their stuff. And they said it's remixes of Christmas music. So that's cool. that
So,
they're doing
do you have
music for
like,
their-
okay, so do you have to have a mixing board? So does your music flash with the beat? And if
Your lights
so,
flash
do you
with
have
the
to have like,
music.
I haven't looked it up yet because I want to do that eventually, but I want to know how it's done. Is there like, do you have like a control board, kind of like a mixer?
Right.
And then everything feeds into it and then it puts the power out for it?
Yeah. That's a good question because we were thinking about doing something like that maybe as time goes on. So I know Erin was kind of telling me a little bit about this, but has anybody noticed that Kari Sane has her outfit is just a little bit different than it has been in the past? She's not really using that pirate outfit like she was. It's kind of different. Does anybody know why they changed her look?
Maybe they didn't want her to be a pirate hooker.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Sometimes Luke knows that stuff. Luke, have you heard anything about Kari Sane's look?
They're getting away from the pirate act.
Changing her look from
That was NXT stuff, and they just didn't want it up here, maybe.
I don't know. I was just curious if there was like some background for it or something. Was all, geez, can't I ask a question?
Who said you couldn't? I mean, I don't know. Me answering it means you can't ask it.
But you're not really answering it.
What's that? Another question?
So Luke says they want her more Asian themed heel with Asuka. Huh. So they're like, we want to. So you can't be a pirate. So we want to stereotype you as an Asian, please.
Yeah, because pirates aren't bad enough.
Well, you know, those pirates. They're trying to make her and Asuka look more together. I thought they looked fine together with their own little outfits, but okay. So Luke says, yes, we have a mixer board and a control board that is ran by a laptop. We fancy out here. No, that's fine. I mean, because we were just kind of thinking about it, how you would set it up to run it, you know. And the thing of it is, I guess, is, you know, of course your laptop's inside, but is your mixer board and stuff outside or inside? Or, I mean, would it be, you know? Okay. It's not like that, but more of the Asian Kabuki warrior, which is not pirate themed. They could be. The Kabuki warriors were actually men, by the way. If anybody knows their history
It's the wrong arrow.
of how Kabuki started. It was men dressing as women in plays and stuff. But anyways, that's how it started. I'm sure they've gotten more diverse with their stuff. So he watched some YouTube videos to get it started. That's what they did. And we used one of our spare rooms to house the setup and ran wires through an electrical setup through the wall. Okay. Cool beans. That makes sense. Awesome. I wonder what room we'd probably have to use this one, huh?
Would be easy.
Yeah. They have a total of 87,000 lights. So, 87,000 lights. How many did the Griswolds have on his? Anybody remember?
20.
Because he says.
20,000, I think.
Was it 20,000 lights on his? Mm-hmm. And Ayla wants to know what you're eating. Hi, Ayla.
Oh, hey, make sure you follow us. We'll have another follower. One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
I'm eating
Yams.
yams and
Butternut squash.
squash.
Roasted yams and butternut squash that I put together yesterday and with some spices and olive oil and let sit in the fridge overnight and then baked it today.
Tastes just like heaven, but a little bit better.
She said, I did. And Luke says he has a whole bunch of other figures on displays too. So that's cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like cool things.
He says you should watch the ABC show The Great Christmas Light Fight. People have displays with anywhere between 20K and 1 million lights. You know, I've seen some of those sometimes, but I've never actually like watched it on TV. It's usually I think about it and it's over. So I guess I better start looking for it now. So I can be like, okay, it's on this day. And it'll probably be when we're trying to do a show. So we'll have to split screen it. No, I'm just kidding.
So what I'm going to have to do is start counting my lights because I have a ton of lights. I just know I don't count them. I'm not going to count each one. They say it.
Yeah,
But
true.
I could say how many feet
Yeah, that's true.
because I know how many feet of lights I've used. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for doing close to 1 million.
I like the pumpkin shucking stuff.
Is
He
when
said
they
the Halloween
carve the
light fight is great. No, I like the one where they actually take
pumpkins
big
and
shuck
carve
'em.
them out.
Like no, they
I don't know
they
what that means.
throw them.
Oh,
They chuck them, shuck them, throw them.
yeah, we get it. Never heard of it.
Do you?
At the end of the East, or at the
Oh,
end of
during Halloween time? Yeah, it's crazy. That's funny. I mean, come on, that's like watching shit like strongman competitions, which are freaking awesome, and I wish they had
I like
them
the
on all
carving
time.
ones where they do the carving competitions for the
Those are
pumpkins.
pretty cool.
They're like realistic.
Mm-hmm. That one time I watched that eating competition was pretty cool. They ate some really gross things, though. But yeah, might have to, y'all might have to just do a count of stuff.
Yeah. I'll have to count how many lights are on a thing.
See how we can
And then just
do lights on the whole roof this next year and start working on that. No,
I
I'm just
kind of
kidding.
wanted to build like 2 pipes that go up, you know, like the volleyball thing that I
Yeah,
have, but maybe 20 feet, right? I
Mm-hmm.
get 2 of those.
yeah.
And then do like a net and then put it in the backyard that lifts up higher than the house.
Oh.
So when you're driving down, it just looks like the sky behind the house.
You're funny. All right, so we've got Natalia and Oscar in the ring right now.
Because it's Oscar.
Yeah, and Natalia.
No, that's from Miz and her. They were Oscar. Because it's awesome, but he'd say Oscar instead.
Yeah, it's awesome. Luke says, our display can get bright enough to where I bought black, put shades and curtains for all our windows.
I haven't actually done the house yet. Like,
Yeah.
I've done the whole yard, I think. And then I'm going to do
That's
the
what we're
house,
doing.
and then I'll just see what I have left out in the yard. But, I mean, the whole yard's covered, except for that driveway over there.
Yeah, that's true.
But I did a round.
Yeah, and Luke says $24.9 for Casey. Damn, nice.
Good deal. So they
So-
got that one.
They're way up. And Flora says, what colors? Green, multicolor mostly.
Lights for Christmas lights?
I'm guessing.
Right.
Christmas
I mean, I
lights.
wouldn't mind to do one pure white, like the Griswolds did. But I don't mind having a little bit of color in it. I don't like the purple that they put in the Christmas lights.
Those are only on the LEDs. On the other multicolor, the non-LEDs, the old school ones that I didn't get because you said they were a pain in the butt.
Well, old school ones, just if one bulb goes out, it's done.
Yeah.
The LED ones, at least if the bulb goes out, like, it doesn't take the whole strand out.
Right. So they have... They don't have the purple in them,
Right.
is what I was trying to say.
That other roll that you got me doesn't have purple in it.
Yeah.
Is that not LED?
I'm not sure. It should be.
I just don't understand purple. Has nothing to do with Christmas.
I don't know. They like to put it on stuff. They have all kinds of purple. They had purple ornaments in there this year.
Want to do a purple
You
tree?
could make a purple tree if you wanted to.
Like Prince? You could do a Prince theme.
No. Prince themed. And Ayla said that she did. I don't know if I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went and looked. We got 3 new subs today.
Right.
We went from 17 to 20. We roll it. Now we just need 30 more and then we can do whatever it's called.
Right. Luke says we have all HD LED that can make hundreds of colors.
That's probably a good idea to do the LED strips, but I'd have to look into it a little bit more. Are those the ropes? Because I know they have the rope kind and they change. That's what Kenna wants for her birthday, by the way. It's the LED lights. She can put them around her bed and stuff. And then you can turn the dial and change the color.
Okay.
Has a remote. I put it in the cart on Amazon.
Okay.
And then I put it on the save list. You know what I'm talking about? They're little kits.
I think so.
I wanted to do it on the deck.
Oh, okay. For her bedroom at her mom's.
Yeah.
Thor wants to know, how do you
2.
describe red to a blind person? You put their hand
Fire.
on a burner.
Fire.
That's hot.
Hell. Hot. The sun, like let them feel the sun on their face.
Luke says we have ropes and then the LED bulbs that can make many colors.
So look into that. Have you ever heard?
I know that they have all kinds of different colors and stuff, but I mean, they have where you can do blue or just green or just red, but the multicolors have the purple in it. The ones at
Yeah, but what he's
Walmart.
talking about is you just turn the dial and it changes the color.
Is that what Luke's saying?
Yeah, that's what he's been saying. So he can have multiple, like 1,000 different colors because all he has to do is change the remote setting.
Oh, okay.
But it's all on one strand. Which would be way cool if you did it with the music thing, because you could have something flashing that changes colors.
Right.
And you don't have to run up a
Oscar
whole bunch
won
of different
that fair
things.
and square.
Yes, she did.
She won it.
Well, it's Natalia.
She won against Natalia. She didn't even spit on her.
I think they're the same age.
Oscar's that old?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
mean.
How is it mean?
Luke said, yeah, what Travis said.
But how does it mean that she's the same age as somebody else? That's
She's
horrible.
old. She old. She old.
So that's up next. So it's just, it's a tag championship match.
Yeah. It's a Raw Tag Team Championship match.
We're going to have 20 minutes left. And then those two are both on Team Raw, so they could get beat up by NXT.
Yeah, totally.
Or they could just win the titles.
Yeah, they could. And Thor said, would that be considered a yellow or orangish?
Same family.
Right?
Red's in that family.
Luke said, and our lights are programmed to the music, so different lights hit at different beats. That's cool.
Right. And you'd probably have to have that style to do it. But, I mean, people were doing it years before LED came out.
Oh, yeah.
They have soundboard / things that hook to lights that they used to do in the 70s. And they would just blink.
Yeah.
And you could, I mean, obviously use that. And when you talk, it would be like zzz, like for the different levels of your bass or your voice or whatever.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
It's just an EQ looking thing, but it changes the light flickering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
You don't want to talk about that anymore.
Like, oh no, I was listening to you and everything. Thor wants to do the other question.
Oh, I didn't know there was
other
one.
question, you got to schedule Undertaker's dun WrestleMania opponent for the next 5 years. Who are you going to pick, Travis?
So for the next 5 years, who's he going to wrestle?
Yeah.
And then
His
the end of the
opponents.
5 years, he's done for good?
I don't know. Is he? Luke, is he done? Or not Luke. Thor, is he done for good? So that's because
So-
Luke put something else on there.
Who wants The Undertaker's big dong? Well, I would do veteran stuff if I could. So I'd do Sting
Okay.
this year.
Year 1.
Sting.
Okay.
Year 2 would be...
He says yes, then he'd be done.
You could do a Hulk Hogan match.
Okay.
Year 3, a Shawn Michaels match. Year 4, now who's getting older up there? Triple H.
Okay.
And then who's going to retire him? It'd have to be a young buck, somebody up and coming. I want to say Bray, but that's kind of the obvious, so I'm going to stay away from that one.
Okay.
And go with somebody... I mean, I thought they already did it with Roman, and I would probably say Roman. But they've already done that, so it'd be weird to do it twice.
Right.
So who... Maybe Drew McIntyre in 5 years? I'm trying to think who's going to be there in 5 years. Because it can't be AJ. AJ will be in his mid-40s.
Right.
There's nobody down in NXT that's... would be worth it.
Right.
So who's
Luke's
over
saying, but you
somewhere
already
else?
have 2 Taker versus Michaels and 2 Taker versus HHH matches.
That's fine.
Just have 3.
I mean, it's
You have to have 3 of them.
they can go back to the well. He said we already have 3, or that would be 3.
No, he said we already have 2.
2, okay. Yeah, so the third one would be the charm, right?
And he
That would be
said
the
all
big
4
one.
of them were back to back years. Well, this'll be it. It took 3 of them to murder him. All right.
Were they all
You're fine.
WrestleManias? I guess they would have been, so that means The Undertaker won all of them every time because he didn't lose until Brock. You could put Brock in there and have him beat Brock, but that'd be weird.
Yeah. Who do you
And
want to
Brock-
do your 5?
I'm trying to figure out a young buck that could run the shiznit in 5 years. Who would be running this company in 5 years? Who's going to be the face? You know who it is, and nobody's going to like it. It's Seth Rollins. He's going to be the
Thought you were
guy.
going to pick on your year 5.
Fuck, I don't want to, but
He's
who
going to
el-
be the person
who else is going to be the guy
retires
in
the
5
Undertaker.
years? Because you can't go with Roman because they already did it.
And he beat him?
Roman beat him and he retired in the middle of the ring. He took all his stuff off and laid it down. And remember, it lasted
yeah.
6 hours for him to walk out of the ring.
Oh, yeah, it was stupid.
You were all furious because it went till 10:30.
I was mad.
It was like 12:30. It
It
was like
was
1
so
o'clock on the East
Dumb.
Coast.
There was no reason for me to stick around. I'm like, why am I still here?
I thought it was going to end at normal time, and then it just kept going. I'm like, what are they going to rush that match? That match, that's supposed to be the main event. I'm like, no, they weren't rushing it. They played it. They had a couple matches in between it, too. I was like, what the freak? That was the longest WrestleMania ever.
Angry person, that.
Am I missing somebody? Is there somebody that's just glaring that we see every week that's
don't
young? I want to say McIntyre, but I feel like he's older.
Kevin Owens?
No. He's too out of shape. I don't.
Okay.
If he worked out, I would give him some credit. I just feel like there's somebody that could be this guy. Is there somebody that we look at every week and go, oh, he's the future?
I don't know. When I was
You
looking
watch
at
it
your
with me
list,
every single week.
That doesn't mean anything. Are
It
you
should.
crazy? You're like, it means everything. No, it doesn't mean anything. Just because I say here one doesn't mean I'm like, let me make notes about this.
Maybe it's a guy in a tag team,
Or write this down real quick.
like Ford or something. I just think he's too skinny to stay for the long haul. Like Ricochet?
Is that who you want to do? I don't know. Randy hasn't gotten his person yet.
Right.
So he's just out there.
Let's
and
just
has,
do
like,
Aleister
this-
Black, because I think he's younger. I'd have to look up his age. But it'll work. He'll be here in 5 years. And just have Aleister Black send him off. We'll have the Undertaker knock on his door. Hey,
So
look
it
who
is
it is.
Ricochet.
Who else would it be?
I don't know. Somebody.
Like just some
not-
random exciting person?
Yeah.
Wrestling's too predictable for it not have to been Ricochet.
That's just silly. They don't even like each other.
That's the whole point. And remember what happened with Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins and they won the titles? It's literally the same thing.
Only with
It's like 22
Kinda
Jump
smaller
Street.
guys.
It's 22 Jump Street. It's the same thing. And they're like, no, it's not. It's the same thing. Find the supplier and then find the dealer. Find the dealer and find the supplier.
It's the same thing. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Luke says, my taker matches are as follows in by year. 1, Bray. 2, Sting. 3, Aleister Black. 4, Drew McIntyre. And 5, Tommaso Ciampa. There you go.
You know,
Pipes.
I like the only one I wouldn't go with is the Ciampa one because Ciampa's so small it'd be like him versus Rey Mysterio, and it might be hard for the Undertaker in 5 years to be wrestling a small guy like that because he won't have the agility
Right?
to wrestle somebody so small. That's why I didn't pick Ricochet. It's because I was like, well, he'll be just too old. Like, he needs somebody that can kind of grind it out with it.
Right? And Thor says, nah, I think it'll be either Ricochet or Gargano will be the big face.
I hope they don't go that small with their big faces in the future. Like, because those guys are tiny. I mean, Ricochet, I don't mind because he's a good face.
Right?
But he does get tossed around a lot. That means they're basically, for those guys to be the top guys, would mean that they would have to completely change the whole aspect of wrestling and go completely with just cruiserweights
Right.
for those guys to stick out.
Right.
And I mean, granted, the wrestlers have gotten smaller. Because, I mean, look at Randy Orton next to Ricochet. Mm-hmm. He just tagged himself in. Mm-hmm. Oh, good thing he caught him, or he would have hurt himself.
Yeah.
Big old Randy. And Randy's a legal man.
Yeah, because he tagged himself in. He's like, punch
But see,
people.
Randy can play with the big guys and the small guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Randy's like the perfect, like he's the absolute perfect wrestler. He's got the size, he's got the build, and he's got the strength.
Right.
But how many guys can you find that look like Randy?
I don't know, but somebody's getting beat the hell up in the back by some SmackDown guys.
That's Dolph.
Oh,
Bobby Roode.
The glorious show
I can't tell who's in the fucking sunglasses. Is that Cesaro? I think it's Cesaro. It is Cesaro.
The glorious show offs and Cesaro are beating up guys.
They're in the back.
See, truly. She's like, what? It's you. Eh. My feet are really good. I should have some. And then he's gonna play Christmas music.
There's CM Punk. We got a CM Punk sighting.
Luke
CM
says,
Punk.
if you look at wrestling's as a whole, Impact, AEW, NXT, WA, and JPW, all the main card guys are getting smaller. All
Yeah.
The main event,
It all started
guys.
with Shawn Michaels.
right? And Thor says his picks are 1 Kane, 2 fake Undertaker, 3 John Cena rematch, 4 Cesaro, and 5 CM Punk. He says 5 is going to be his person. That's funny.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, wrestlers have been slowly getting smaller. That's why it's like a breath of fresh air to see like Brian Cage and
Wardlow. Oh wait, he is on a different thing.
but it's fine. He's saying that's one of the ones that he was naming. Wardlow looks like he's a big guy. The Jurassic Park dinosaur,
The Luchasaurus.
the Luchasaurus, he's a bigger guy. The guy that you like, Adam Page.
Yeah, but Adam Page is AEW.
It doesn't matter. He said
Oh.
NXT. He said
He's
AEW.
talking about all of them.
It's just all around. Like, it's a breath of fresh air to see big guys that still can compete.
right.
The Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre. I mean, that's nice to see those guys in there.
I guess Aleister Black. He's kind of big, maybe not real tall.
Alistair would be the middle guy. Alistair's one of those guys that can wrestle both ways, kind of like John Cena, because John Cena's not very tall, but he put on the bulk so he can go both. Like he can
Right.
wrestle really big guys or small guys,
Nice.
and so I like that, the hybrid guys that can do both.
Right. And Aaron's back in the chat. Hey, Aaron.
Aaron.
Nice to see you back. We're almost at the end
We're
of
at the
Raw.
main event. We got Randy Orton and Ricochet
Ricochet
versus the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar.
For a tag team championship.
And it's for the tag team championship. And in the back, we got SmackDown beating up some Raw competitors. And then we went to commercial break.
With dancing. With some guy.
Pitbull.
Some guy out there dancing. Luke says it's because people kind of got tired of just watching power slams, power bombs, and choke slams.
Right.
That's why everybody.
I just like to keep it realistic, right? Like, that's the only problem I have with my wrestling. It's like, I get it that it isn't
Right.
perfectly real all the, you know what I mean? Like, I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see a guy that could be working at 7-Eleven winning championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see somebody that's special. I want to see somebody when you saw him at the gym, you'd be like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm...
I want them
There's,
to
I want
wow
a little bit of a wow factor. That's why, like, Adam Cole just doesn't do it, because I guarantee I could beat up Adam Cole. Like, and I don't like that. You know what I mean?
bet Becky Lynch could beat up Adam
Well,
Cole.
that's what I'm getting at. Like, I don't want a champion that I could physically dominate in a fight because it's not realistic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, no, thank you.
Aaron says, is it me or is Owens like the big show of face and heel turns now? Because one episode he's face and one
Right.
episode he's heel. You know
Back
what I
and
mean?
forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, but as we've discussed this with Luke prior, like many times, there isn't like a real fine definition of these guys are heels and these guys are faces.
Right, they've laxed on it a little bit with the women. On the men's side, it still seems like you have pretty clear.
Sometimes, but not always.
Kevin Owens, they're just not using right.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah.
I don't think they know what to do with him with all that. With everything that happened with Shane McMahon and all that build up for like 5 months of garbage. Now it's like, well, what do we do with him now? And
I don't think they knew what to do with him then. That's why they were doing that.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens needs to be a champion. And then be put as a champion and bred as a champion. Like, I get it, he's out of shape, and Vince doesn't like that. Holy crap. You're like, I can do it too. A little cartwheel.
Right? Thor says, I sadly got to head out early. I got to study for a test tomorrow. I'll see you guys Wednesday, though.
All right, yeah, we'll be
no
here
problem.
doing the
We'll be here and
AEW.
You're only about 6 minutes early, so no big deal.
Yeah.
Go study for your test. Hopefully you pass. With flying colors. So good luck. Good night. Thor. We're staying here for a few more minutes. Luke said it's also because the fans cheer bad guys and boo good guys, so the lines have been blurred.
Well, and that's another thing. They have to do it because the fans... Now, Ricochet, I think he's special enough. He's a guy I keep coming back to, that I think he can stay a babyface and be okay.
Right?
Like, he's going to be comfortable where he's at. Like Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is a babyface, and you're just comfortable with him being a babyface. Kofi Kingston, you're comfortable with him being a babyface.
Right.
He doesn't have. You don't have to wait for the big Kofi Kingston heel turn.
Right? You don't
Like,
have to
you don't
wait for
even
him to
think
be a
about
bad
it.
Guy. I don't know if I could really see Kofi as being a bad guy.
Here comes the invasion.
The invasion of SmackDown's happening right now.
Big Tucky in his little shirt. Or not
That's
Tucky, Otis.
Coming down in his shirt that's all hiked up.
So obviously the Raw guys are going to come running out.
So they're just beating the crap out of Randy Orton. Oh, and Ricochet. So the Viking Raiders got out of that. So they kept their titles. So I don't have to worry
Right.
about that. So we've got Lucha Brothers and
Randy was
Glorious
just...
Show-Offs and...
He was just a SmackDown guy. Oh, the Raiders are helping him.
Oh, they're trying to get him out of there. Heavy Machinery. There's so many blue
So nobody in the
shirts.
back's going to come out and help?
I guess not. Guess I don't need to. Otis's hair made his shirt wet, but it looks like
I
he's
wonder.
been sweating
I was
really
going to say, I
bad.
wonder if they made him look like he had sweat on him on purpose.
No, it's his hair.
Oh.
His hair's wet. That's why I said his hair is so wet. It made his shirt all sweaty looking. It's great.
Well, looks like they held serve, right? So, Raw, 4 Raw guys. And that's NXT.
Yeah.
So 4 Raw guys held off SmackDown, and now SmackDown's getting beat up by NXT. So basically, SmackDown just got punked twice.
Jeez. Aaron says it's vice versa. I see what you mean, Luke. The bad guys are bad guys and whatnot. And then let me know he likes my laugh, which is hilarious. But thanks.
So, literally, SmackDown is the worst brand.
They've made him.
They got in the ring and got beat up by 4 guys.
Right.
Then got out of the ring and got beat up by the NXT guys. Now let's see what happened with the NXT guys versus the Raw guys.
Right. Nothing. 'Cause
So
the
is that
show's
their
gonna be
5-man
over.
team?
I don't know. But
Oh,
there's
look at
more.
this. So now there's a whole bunch of them coming.
Well, of course there is, right?
Look at back here too.
So you're telling me that that's what they do is they just plain ride the next. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, no, and it's fine.
La, la, la.
Bam or KO out of nowhere. Look at Randy. He's his RKO and everybody. Oh, he doesn't. There's the numbers just got too much.
Right. Aaron says, I don't like that they are doing 3 brands this year because NXT is only for a developing show and now it's not, and I'm PO'd.
Here comes
about
the
it.
Beast Slayer.
Read my chat. I guess I had to get some more people down there.
Yeah, now it's fine. You got the
But-
Street Profits,
but
the
they're
OC.
Let's put some music to it. Like, why? The other people didn't get music. Why do they need music? Like, we had to put them in red shirts. So it's like the red coats against.
The Redcoats are coming. The Redcoats are coming. Some Paul Revere shit.
Right.
It's a revolution. So NXT's holding the ring. Oh, AJ got in right in the middle of them all. AJ's in there by himself.
Why does that not surprise me? They're like, let's beat the crap out of you because you guys suck.
Oh,
This was just the beginning. This is the beginning of the end. Because in 6 days
Aaron,
of
what if the
Survivor
Rock
Series,
came out?
we will
It
finish
probably
this
burst
and
a
show the world
spleen.
that NXT is the ending brand of the WWE. And until then,
The British are
Until
coming. The
then,
British are coming.
This Wednesday night,
Mm-hmm.
it's an open door. Bring everything you got. Raw, SmackDown, bring it all. I'm going to leave the doors wide open for you.
There it is. So they're gonna fly some of those guys down there.
I don't care.
They can't even get in the ring.
Show up, you kick that door in.
Nobody from Raw or SmackDown can get in the ring. I feel like Raw and SmackDown should have more people than this. You got Seth Rollins wandering around the back. Just put Braun in there by himself. That's a Bertho.
Well, not SmackDown or Raw.
See, so here's another case for me, right? So you send Braun and Brock in there and see how good they do with those two. Just throw them right in the middle, and they kick their ass. They clear the ring.
They would make them look like wussies.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would. They've done it. They would
They've
make them
made
look
Brock
like
look dumb,
pussy wussies. Yep.
and they made Braun look dumb. He won a tag team battle royal by himself.
Yep.
No.
They would make him look stupid.
I'm
like
just
they've done.
saying that.
No, it's true. They would. So.
Nope. And that's where you need the beef. That's where you need the big guys. Because you got a whole bunch of little guys in there. I mean, Keith Lee's kind of a bigger dude.
Right.
They should have been able to clear that ring.
Right. But Luke says he likes them adding NXT to the mix. If NXT is to go toe-to-toe with AEW, then NXT can't be seen as just a development division.
Fact. So they need to do something with what they have.
Right?
And I don't know if they're willing to give to become more mainstream or if they're just going to stay what they're doing. Because as of right now, they're not competing with AEW. AEW wins every week. Their rating war.
Right?
They went up this week, and NXT went down. And that's the first time they've actually, that one went down and one went up.
Ooh.
So the separation is starting to happen.
Right? And Aaron's saying, no, don't do it. NXT is only a developing show only. Now it's like an ECW show. And then Luke says, how is NXT development only with all the talent there? Most of NXT could be tier talent in almost any wrestling promotion.
I'm trying to think who they have besides Finn Balor, because he's already been up. I mean, Finn Balor's the best guy they have. But I think Matt Riddle could be really good up on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
The Street Profits, obviously, they came up. They did good. Are you gone or something?
I'm all here.
But you're not acting like it. Anyways, trying to think who else is down there. Who else is down there? You watch everything.
I don't
Shayna
know.
Baszler could probably
Don't
be
watch
up. I
NXT.
think Shayna Baszler would be good on the main roster. What's that one girl's hair with the long hair, the long black hair?
B. It starts with a B.
Bianca Blair.
Yeah, that one.
Bianca Blair. I like Walter.
Luke's saying Pete Dunne, Riddle,
Pete
Walter.
Dunne would be okay, but
Rhea
you would have to
Ripley.
use him correctly because he's a little undersized to be a brute on the main roster. So they would have to kind of change his character,
Right?
but it would work as long as they did it right. In NXT, it works because everybody's small.
Right.
It wouldn't work. You know, he couldn't wrestle like he does against Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton and the bigger guys. He wouldn't be able to do his style.
Right.
So he would have to change it up a little bit. Adam Cole, no.
He said also Rhea Ripley, Storm,
Which
the
one's
girl.
Ripley? Oh, yeah, Rhea Ripley for sure.
Storm could
To-
immediately be champions, and then Baszler, Keith Lee, Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen would be okay. I see him as a mid-card guy on the main roster. But I don't see him being any better than Ricochet. You know what I mean? I don't see him being better than Finn Balor.
Right.
And these guys are mid guys on the main roster. Like, none of the guys went up. Now, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, when they were down there, because they were there at one time,
Right.
they
yeah.
came up and they're stars. So, I mean, it can happen. But what is different between them? What's the difference between Seth Rollins and Adam Cole? Size.
Right.
What's the difference between Roman Reigns and 90% of the guys on their roster? Is that it still comes back to size.
Right.
It's you want the big guys that can move well, so you're not just getting the slow, sweaty power slam guys that he was saying earlier that people were getting sick of. Mm-hmm. You don't want the big guys that just do that. Like Braun Strowman's even athletic. Mm-hmm. Braun Strowman can do some things. And like when he first left the Wyatt family and he started doing stuff solo,
Right.
he did pretty good. But
Right.
the NXT guys, there's a lot of cruiserweights.
Right. Luke says if you took most of those people I named and put them in Impact, New Japan, or AEW, they could be champions, is his point. Which,
Right.
yeah, that's the talent-wise and stuff like that.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And then Aaron...
But those guys also aren't getting 2.5 million viewers a week
Right.
per show. So, I mean, Raw and SmackDown pull in 5 million people. Mm-hmm. And those other three probably don't pull in 5 million people combined,
Right.
is what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
And there's a reason for that. And it's not because WWE runs recaps all the time. Mm-hmm. It's because of the guys they have are guys that people want to watch more on TV because they watch it more on TV. Mm-hmm. And then they bitch about it, but it's because they want to see that guy.
Right. Aaron wants to know, is Kevin now back with NXT?
No.
No.
He got beat up.
He got beat the crap out of. And then he wants to see Mark Henry versus Braun Strowman. And he really wants you to sing the Big Show theme.
No, it's the Big Slow. The mighty Big Slow. Can't be singing that one.
Silly.
But I do like a lot of the guys down on NXT. Their NXT shows are fun to watch because they don't do recaps the whole time. They don't do this crap that WWE pulls on Monday nights.
Right.
Like tonight's show is so ridiculously long. And then if you look at the match count, it's not that much bigger than any of these other shows that we watch. It's not bigger than AEW's. They almost have the same, like, it'll be 9 to 7.
Right.
And you're like, wait a second,
Look,
how'd they
who
get...
won? Is the Casey game over? Did Casey win? I know you said you're heading to bed, so I was just asking real quick before you left.
Maybe he's already gone.
He probably is. But I was just curious.
It doesn't look like he's still there. You'd have to look on the other site. There it is.
24-17 Casey
Oh,
in
wow.
the fourth quarter. Wow.
So they
Okay.
came back.
A little bit, huh? All right, dude.
All right,
Well,
man.
thanks, Luke, for sticking around tonight. I'm glad you're feeling a little better.
Are you going to be here on Wednesday?
If not, that's okay. We know you're not a huge fan of...
Well, yeah, but we'll be doing our NXT.
Yeah, we do the
and that should be
NXT,
pretty
some of that
exciting because of the whole invasion. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
it'll
are
be a thrill.
You don't think? With the doors unlocked?
It'll be thrilling.
All right, boss.
So he should be. All right. Aaron's saying he's heard that Tyson Fury will be in the Rumble.
That would be interesting, right? The Royal Rumble.
Right?
No, don't leave.
He's gotta go. He's early
I think
morning.
we all gotta go.
I gotta go. I know I have to leave. Sorry. It's like 10 after 9. I'm ready to go. I have to go to bed too, you know.
Yeah, we probably should call this thing a night and put a ribbon on it.
Yeah.
We will be here Wednesday, though, boss.
Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday for AEW/NXT updates.
Chat, just hang out with us.
Right? Poor Luke. He's like, what do you mean don't leave? It's like 4 a.m. here. You know, I'm like, poor Luke. It's like morning time for him. It's not even night anymore. It's time to be getting up, not going to bed. Hopefully he takes naps.
Naps are better than drugs.
Right? We all know that. Sleep time.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching. We're going to go ahead and call it a night, and we'll see you on Wednesday at 8 Eastern.
Yeah, we'll be here.
We will be
So
here.
you be here or be square.
Yeah, and all that. Have a good night, and thank you for watching Wrestling Gab.
Bye.